But anyway, friends, yeah, let's get back into Demonschool. Really enjoying this game. And even though we're still fairly early on, I feel like I can already tell this game's got the juice. So I'm excited. I mean, the combat is so cool. The story is interesting, for sure. But, yeah, I feel like we've only scratched the surface. Why is there a dead, oh, like, I thought, oh, a dead tree. I thought you meant like a dead person. Like, this person was, like, looked like they were lying down. They're just stretching, but yeah, this dead tree. I'll assume it's maybe an arch piece or something? I don't know. This is like a... Actually, let's see. Where are we right now? Is this a class? This is the entry, so it's not a classroom. Yeah, we'll just assume it's like an art piece or something. All right, so we've already talked to all the folks. Let's go ahead and get the ball on the roll. Ball rolling. Show on the road. Ball on the road. I don't want to fight things anymore. Yeah, it does seem like every interaction we have with anyone in this game, it devolves into fighting very quickly. Do you start the multi-stream first thing? So there's a few reasons why I don't start the multi-stream when I first start the stream. The first part is because on YouTube and on TikTok, especially, if when you first go live, you are more likely to show up in the, like, what's the word for it? Like the slightly more promoted sections of the like live stream sections on YouTube, the live stream sections on TikTok. You're slightly more likely to show up as like a recommended stream when you first start your stream. There's other things that can cause you to kind of get popped closer towards the top, but generally speaking, that's one of them is when you first start your stream. And I've learned that if like someone sees you're on like the starting soon screen, or you're in the full screen webcam screen, but your category is gaming, your category is like something involving gaming, they're gonna check out. They're gonna tune out and go, this guy's like, he's doing something else, not really my thing. You know, maybe they're tuning in because they're interested in the game you're playing, but if they see you're like doing other activities, they're not gonna stick around. And that can like kind of hurt your engagement as like getting like some momentum going with like some decent engagement at the start. So that's one reason. That's one reason is to try to avoid that like immediate kneecapping of engagement at the very, very start. If I start the stream or start the multi-stream right before we're about to get into actual gameplay, then the beginnings of the stream on those platforms is commensurate with what's actually happening and with what I've said in the category, that kind of thing. The other thing is specifically with TikTok. TikTok does this thing where if you have a gaming category for your streaming category and you do not have a game on screen, you will be actively removed from what's the word for it? Whatever it is where they try to like match you with like recommended streams. They won't like cut the stream, but they won't try to like pair you in with the streaming like viewership for algorithm discovery, I guess, basically. Because they consider it unoriginal content. You get a little warning at the top that says, warning, your stream has unoriginal content for its category. You've been removed from algorithm, blah, blah, blah. And presumably, if you go back into the game screen, it puts you back into it. That I don't know. I've never gotten a thing that says you're back on, you're good. All I know is I get the really big, scary message that says you have been removed for unoriginal and not inappropriate, but yeah, like unoriginal or replicated content, basically. So really with TikTok, that's the big one. TikTok is strange. They are by far my least favorite platform. I despise TikTok. I think they're fucking terrible. And I don't even mean like all the shit last year with like national security. I just think the website functions poorly. I think it's harmed like streaming and like content creation. I think it's fucking garbage. But it's also really popular, so there it is, right? There it is. I guess that's everyone has their price, and that's mine, I guess. I fucking hate it, but that's the thing though, because it's a multi-stream thing. I can just kind of add it to the list and not do extra stuff for it. It's like, what the fuck ever. So I just, since it's a relatively small number of steps to just kind of add it to the list of things I include with the wide net that I'm casting, then we just roll with it. But anyway, that's the dealio there. When there's so much energy in this room, well, that's a good thing. Let's see what the lesson is. Or actually, no, it's not the lesson. We're trying to inquire about how we get into the forbidden, the off-limits part of the school that we saw in the previous evening. Don't criticize TikTok. I mean, the nice thing is that even though I've been banned off of TikTok like 100 times, usually for like 30 seconds because, you know, I said something like, I like pizza, and then their algorithm would say this person said 12 racial slurs, we're banning them from their platform, and then I'll appeal it because nothing was said, and they'll say, you're right, our system misflagged it, sorry. So the amount of times I've eaten shit on TikTok, even for them to turn around and be like, oh yeah, nothing, no, everything's fine, never mind. It's like, nah, whatever I say doesn't matter, and whatever the words I say on TikTok are wrong. Because the words I'm saying right now are probably being misunderstood as being 12 or more racial slurs anyway. So, yeah, it's a fucking garbage platform. I fucking hate it. So anyway, we were learning about, yes, this forbidden part of the school, this abandoned wing. What's it all about? What's it all about, man? It'd be a mysterious conspiracy. We'll show in the shared chat on Twitch or YouTube. Get you banned. Certainly not on Twitch. They wouldn't just straight up ban you. You might get like a warning or something like that. I mean, I showed my shared chat. You know, if any YouTube viewers or Trovo viewers were to make any comments in the chat, it would show up in the shared chat that's above my webcam right now. So technically, I am violating Twitch's TOS because they mandate that. Or, well, they don't mandate, but their TOS states that you can only have like a chat preview that is from Twitch's end, because, you know, Twitch is the only platform that, well, how do I say this? Twitch can't moderate YouTube's chat based on like TOS requirements, that kind of thing. Now, granted, their TOS is probably pretty similar, but like, yeah, like YouTube and Twitch might have like different things that are allowed. You know, what might fly on YouTube might be forbidden on Twitch or vice versa, as far as things that can be said in chat messages, that kind of thing. So it's like a liability thing for them. Same with Facebook, same with Trovo. The big one is Kick, though, because Kick, you know, the gambling streaming site, like that doesn't really, I mean, they have a TOS, but it's not really enforced. People like, you know, fucking stream porn on Kick all the fucking time. Nothing ever happens. So that's the thing. Like, that's the real thing that Twitch cares about. So technically, it's a TOS violation to show a shared chat that combines YouTube and Facebook or TikTok, whatever. Technically, it violates TOS, but as long as you're not, like, doing anything that's flagrant, they're not gonna punish you. Or, like, well, I shouldn't say they're not gonna punish you, but as long as you don't catch the Eye of Sauron, basically, right? If you're not doing something that's not gaining their attention, then it's probably okay. If you're not doing something that's like worthy of warranting their attention. So if you were like a billion viewership, you know, Kai Cenat, like one of these like really top streamers, and you had a share chat, then the Eye of Sauron might notice and say, don't do that. But if you're small time like us, it's fine. It's fine. No one's gonna give you shit. Or as long as your like share chat isn't showing uncensored racial slurs, like in other streaming platforms. You know? So that's the big thing, is like nothing that's like very obviously not okay. We got Lollipop now. So what's up, Lollipop? Yeah, the lame trends. I mean, I think it's lame. I think TikTok's lame, but I don't think that part makes them like categorically bad. But it does make them annoying. I'm definitely with you. It's, I agree with everything you're saying, Lollipop. Like, that shit gets fucking annoying real quick. But also, I'm not the target audience, you know, it's more for the younger crowd. And that's the thing, all this comes down to old man yells at cloud. Like, I'm not TikTok's target audience, so fuck do I know, right? Like, I'm just some fucking guy. Alright, so still no intel on getting in that forbidden or abandoned wing of the school. Almost said hospital, but of the school. And yes, we were implying that there was like a conspiracy going on where the police, like the local police, were in cahoots with the gangsters that keep giving us trouble in the alleyways outside of school. And sounds like this fella overheard that conversation. I'm Dr. Masterson, second to the dean herself. Yeah, at one point we heard him like advising the dean when she was giving her little presentation at the start of class, or at the start of the school year rather. I thought maybe he was like a lawyer or something, trying to like advise on things that are and are not allowed to be discussed. I'm making accusations. We'd like to get in there to see what the happening haps are, but no one lets us in. Need a special pass, and mum's the word on how to get this special pass. Second place, what a lameoid. What a loser. What a maroon. Oh, he'll just white you. Okay, never mind. I was gonna say the question was like, how do we get this mysterious pass? But if that's all it takes, not so fast. Okay, well, he's not down for it. Special research groups? Sounds like we gotta join one of these research groups then. Time to join a club. And let it be known that if we don't find this mysterious tape and either destroy it or bring it to the professor, I can't remember what exactly the rule was, we have to do it in 3 days or else we fail the class and are expelled from the school. And it is an assignment that only we have, and we're not allowed to ask for help. It's very strange. It's very strange. All clubs must have 4 members, a clubhouse, and a professor's approval. So we can either join an existing club or maybe make our own. It's good luck. Yeah, it's very little, like, we're kind of on our own here. Very little intel, very little assistance given. So we need 2 more members. So we already have Namako, who is definitely in our club. She is definitely with us. No question. Be a pal, Namako. How did I get stuck with you? Yeah, this is real friendship. This is true friendship. Extremely excited extrovert, and then introvert that's just along for the ride. I'll be in your stupid club, man. Jeez Louise. But this individual, maybe I should just try to pronounce his name. Is it Pangjua, maybe? Or Pangji, maybe? I don't think it's like Panxi. I don't think that's how it is, but I can't pretend to know a damn thing about how to pronounce like names from Asian countries. I'm sure I will butcher it. I don't know why it turned red. Oh, it's because it's evening. So it's like, why'd everything turn orange? What's my biggest monitor? To be honest, I don't know. They're both about the same size. The left one's a little bit larger, but without a measuring tape handy, I wouldn't be able to tell you how big it is. I bought it like, oh gosh, probably like 7 or 8 years ago. So I don't know. It's like standard, I guess. It's not an ultra wide. It's definitely not an ultra wide. I would guess 24, maybe 27. I don't know. Whatever like the standard is. It's like standard basically. But no, I haven't had to shop for or purchase a new monitor in a long time. And basically, I won't buy another monitor until one of these kicks the bucket. The left one's like probably 6 or 7 years old. The right one's like 12 years old. I'm surprised that the right one's still going. I'd like to see if there's any other folks to talk to here, but it seems like we've already exhausted all the talking options right now. Let's just go to the classroom. Now, my left monitor is a 144 hertz monitor, and the right one is just a 60 hertz. But they're both 1080p. We got that 144 or a 1440p. Yeah, if I were to ever get a new monitor, I would probably up it to a 1440p. I don't think I would go to 4K though. I mean, I don't know. 4K seems nice. I have a pretty good GPU, but I don't really know if it's worth it for me just yet, at least. And yeah, this guy, he's like the muscle man, and he does not like books. Louis like holding it like, ew, gross, books. That's for nerds. More screen space would be nice, yeah. I mean, yeah, it's nice. I mean, it would help, like, that kind of thing would help me at work, for sure. But I don't really need a bunch of extra real estate, necessarily, for, like, productivity while, you know, for my personal computer, just because, I mean, my personal computer is for streaming and video games and being a fucking nerd, so, I mean, it'd be nice, but, I don't know, I'm not gonna rush out, and it's not a priority, I guess. But we'll see what happens. If I find a great deal, if a monitor craps out and a great deal comes my way, then, we'll see. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, my GPU is decent, but not quite able to cut the mustard. Need 2 more members. They do 165 hertz. That's an interesting number. I would have assumed 144 was what most were going for, but yeah, I guess if that's like kind of 1 grade above. I wonder how they come up with those numbers. E versus 144 versus 165. Usually it's like powers of 2 when it comes to computers. What kind of club do we make? Yeah, 2009 models. Yeah, I think my right one came. I think I got it in 2012. Monitors can last a while if you take care of them. And by take care of them, I mean you don't fucking like drop them on the floor, basically. If they're relatively in stable and chill environments, store in a cool, dry place, as it were. Now the tape might not even be in the abandoned wing. It'd be convenient if it was, given that the tape is very spooky and the abandoned wing looks very spooky. 1080p. 1080p is nice. I mean, it's like Formidable Thunder said, that if you were to jump to, say, 144 or 1440p, you would have more screen real estate to work with, which is nice. So, you know, you'd be able to, like, fit more stuff on your screen. Now, of course, the downside with that is you would need, like a bigger screen to be able to, like make utilization of that. And that's, of course, they sell the ultra wide. They sell like the ultra wide monitors, like the wraparound ones that have like big resolutions. Then you have more screen space and higher resolutions. Then you could, yeah, you really can like pop off with having a bunch of stuff on screen all at once. But then you need a juicier GPU to be able to handle it. It's just an overclock. Oh, I gotcha. So that's how they do it. Right, so this is the guy that helped us out last time. At first, we thought he was a villain. He's actually a cool dude. He helped us out. Maybe he'll join our club. Perhaps it's Destiny, because his name is Destin. I think I made that joke. I made that joke last time. My friend's cousin's uncle's cousin's wife. You go to the cemetery after dark. A ghostly hand gives you the pass. Well, that might just do the trick then. And nighttime is coming up pretty soon. Who is this individual? This vexes me. He's got like the hair and the glasses and like the hand on the chin. All I can think is this vexes me. A little fella, a shadowy figure. Young persons, how do you do, fellow children? But the good news is I don't think we're fighting this guy. I think this guy's just chilling. Are we going shopping? What are you selling? What are you buying? Got some great stuff on sale for you, stranger. Rare items. You happen to have a haunted VHS tape? That would be really exciting. We don't have that one, but we have other things, maybe. The opals, well, we do have those. We have been collecting those from combat situations. One thing you must buy. We received a hideous doll. Gotta buy something. I was curious to see a selection, but our protagonist said, you know what? I'll take that one. We'll take it, baby. We'll take it. Yeah, the curved ultra-wide Ace. It's good to see Ace. Yeah. Yeah, the ultra-wides are really cool. They're really cool, and I've wondered about, like... knowing me, I'm too stingy. I would never just get rid of my monitors. I guess I could, like... find some other purpose for them. I don't know. Like, Gracie wouldn't really have much use. She already has 2 monitors on her desk. So, I don't know. I don't know what I would do with these. I can't really invent an excuse for me to get rid of these 2 monitors and replace them with a single ultra-wide. Because it does sound cool. The problem, though, is, of course, they are very expensive. But really cool, though. So, I don't know. I sometimes daydream about that. Maybe both monitors will die at the same time, and then I'll just simply have to make a choice. Second monitor was the previous primary one, yeah. Yeah, that's probably when assuming that the older monitor will die first, then yeah, I'd probably just make this the secondary and get something nice or nicer for the primary, but I'm not sure if I'd go quite in on the curve boys. It's always nice to have a weird back alley shop available. And he leaves. I was kind of open to peruse his wares, but I guess that's just enough to introduce the concept to us. Now let's go for it. Yeah, just buy the thing with no hesitation. Well, I mean, it's one thing if cops are harassing you, but it's another thing if a little fella, just a little guy, offers you a little gubbin, a little trinket. Time passes. It's our first time we're actually, like, allowed to, like, kind of meander in this alley unaccosted. There's the dude. So I can afford none of these things. I have 368 opals, and I can't afford none of these things, but these are nifty. Like the X items in Pokemon games, and healing items as well. You can push and knock around friends and enemies. It's kind of neat, but man, it's so expensive. Maybe we'll do something or find something eventually they'll be able to lower those prices, because that is exorbitant. Anything else around this time? Nope, we've already had all these conversations. Off to the cemetery. Got it cheap. That's a smart way to do it too. That is a smart way to do it, is to be like, you know what? Look for those opportunities to swoop in before something goes out of like is being replaced or is being just sold on the cheap. When it's demons, it's a cemetery. Oh, obviously. Obviously. What's this? Here we go. Zombies. Oh, it's this dude. Yeah. And his... Is it like a... At first I thought it was like a scarf or something. But now I see it's like a shawl maybe, or like a... It's almost like a cape. This yellow little article that's on his shoulder there. So he's asking about the tape as well. And there are some blasted students. Are they zombies? Are they demons? Are they drunk? Now he might be another person to be as a support, like a support role, kind of like Namako. Ka-chunk. Oh, the hideous doll. Hopefully we can reclaim it. Maybe we did need it after all. We saw you in class. Overheard you talking about that evil tape. I want to see it for myself just because I'm curious. The other homie was there as well. But first, these blasted students. Finish this later. Time to fight. Is it Knute or Newt? I would guess Knute. Newt would be like well, for one thing, it would be like kind of an unfortunate sounding name. I guess there was a little girl in Aliens. Newt in EWT. Yeah, if they're trying to get rid of him, I mean, that's a good time to swoop in, man. That's really smart. Because they're gonna sell it on the cheap to, like, make room for the new stock coming in. Yeah, unless there's something fucked with it, yeah. He's a healer, nice. He can be part of combos, though. He can heal or he can buff them, that's sick. Review students' abilities at any time, nice, nice. So we got a new fella, by the way. Grunt. Walks 2 tiles. Seeking portal barrier. Interesting. Deals damage to barriers. Right. Interesting. We got these fellers. So of course, one thing we would want to do is bunch these dudes up so we can, like, bop them together. What I'd like to do is... Shit. Not shit. I'd like to buff you up for sure. And let's see. That would instantly kill you. And we'd bop you. I think if there's anything cool we can do here. Oh, we can still move her forward. Think of other things that could be done. Yeah, we wouldn't be able to... Actually, could we still attack? We could still attack. Might as well. Might as well. The only downside is everyone else back here is still pretty far away. We could still move her up, though. Let's move her up. Okay, so that's a pretty full round. Kill 3 out of the 4 bad guys. Not too bad. We used all available action points for that round. Walks forward. Does a little bit of dammy dams. Whole lot of dudes now. Whole lot of dudes. So, it wouldn't really be. Let's see if I were to look at how this would work, because her normal abilities don't cause damage necessarily, but it does stun. Lowers their, it does debuff. So if I were to buff her up, her attack goes up. But yeah, but again, she's not really attacking. Yeah, so it wouldn't really be worth applying that buff to her. It'd be nice to heal Faye. That would be nice. So, one thing I think I'd like to do, or is things to weaken. We either do those 2 or these 2. I'm thinking we do those 2. Actually, hold on. So unclear if I were to do this one. Nah, that actually puts us farther away. I think, yeah, I think I like doing this as like this debuff action. What I'd like to do is get her in position for a good combo. What I think I would then do is, or to position her for him for the heal. Well, except no, this guy has the debuff, so he's gonna be an instant kill anyway. I was gonna say get this good set up for a combo, but I don't think it's really necessary. Both of these dudes are weakened in a weakened state, so I'd pop him, then pop him, or there was some other cool thing I could do. I could like knock them around, which is neat. Definitely want to kill these two while they're weakened, no question. It's meant to be kind of a longer combat because this one's expected to be at minimum expected to be a 4-round combat. We kill 15 duders. We could still do this, which costs a small amount of action points. Yeah, that only costs 1 action point, which is really not too bad. Ooh, that's actually kind of sick. If I did... Ooh, should I have done that sooner? Think about this. Now if I do that... Oh, except now we're out of action points. Shit. Yeah. So that's the thing. There's like some cool opportunities. I forgot about the diagonals. Something like this and then that. Those get... Oh, yeah. That's perfect. That's perfect. So that gets that instant kill. Nice and easy. I could still heal you. And I'd be able to drop those two out. Is there anything else we could do there? Unfortunately not. But that's a pretty good round, and I think that's probably the most like optimal way to handle that circumstance. So I think that'll work. The downside is we're gonna take some damage. I think these guys can only move forward, but the zombies can move in any direction. Some good kills though. Nice combo there. Obliterates those two idiots. Get him out of here. Get the heal. Pop those guys. Everyone's back up to full. Yeah, that one's gonna do some attacks. He does resist. Yeah, these guys just move forward. They do attack. They will eventually reach the barrier if I don't act now. The good news is some specials are becoming available. There's not like a ton of great opportunities right now with her special. What I'd like to do is get here and then get here. Get all those guys hacked out. And then, actually, how much damage does this do? It does flood damage. These guys all take that flood damage. Does it say how much damage? 2 flood damage. So the stun is not really necessary. The weakening, rather, is not really necessary. What I could do is go back down here and use it. Yeah, I think that's the play. That's a play, because that's a pretty good kind of sequence there. I'm trying to think of other ways I could, like, pull bad guys into this little cluster. But I think this will work. Use our special. Pull the shit out of these bad guys. Very good. Very good. From here... Could I, like, go here and... Yeah, that's the down, so we're still kind of, like, in an odd spot. The special... Yeah, the special's no different. So, just to, like, get where we need to be... Oh, first and foremost, I didn't realize that both of them had taken damage. Definitely heal her, because she's going to be in the danger zone. Actually, no, I'm wrong. She will not be in the danger zone, but she will be, so I'll heal her instead. Come over here. Special. Which is a single target, so I just wonder if it's worth it. As opposed to just a regular attack. But wait, do they only have 1 health? They only have 1 HP. Oh, interesting. Does that change anything? I'm gonna say probably not. And I could do one of those, which does move them back, which is kind of neat. But it's not like that. Moves that guy back. She can now do still can't reach with the 5-foot step, unfortunately. Yeah. It's probably fine. We probably don't have to worry too much. If I go here, pop him. Can't do anything else there after that, unfortunately. I say let's go ahead and do what I was originally thinking. Probably do the 5-foot step. Can't do the 5-foot step. I have to do it right here. Like that. I think it still works. Curiosity. I could move to this guy. If I did that and then did her special. Okay. Do the 5-foot step and then use a special. It doesn't reach everybody. Actually, that's okay. That's okay. It reaches what it needs to reach. That's good enough. What I'm more concerned about is these dudes. So I would then use her special, blast his ass, which uses nothing. Get a kill there. It'd be really slick if I could, like, go right back around and get that last dude killed out, but I think we're okay. I think this is good enough. This is a little bit more of an involved combat sequence. Combat arrangement, rather. It's very satisfying seeing that all play out like that. He will move forward. He will start to try to attack the barrier. The good news is we only have to kill one more thing, and then we're able to get the fuck out of here, and this is, of course, the final round. So we don't need to overthink this. I would say whatever his special is, he heals in a straight line. That's pretty cool. Heals himself. Just really good heals. What I would probably do is some kind of situation where I can do one of these. Oh, he only has 1 HP anyway. Right. I don't need to overthink this. I'm looking for like a cool thing we can do, like a really cool. Actually, yeah. What I could do is just kill these guys right here. So that's easy. And then move up and get the fuck out of here. I would say, just out of curiosity, to see what his special looks like, I would use his special. And because I don't expect there to be any other issues, we go to seal it, and then we're done. So we killed all the last bad guys we needed to kill, and we're out of here. Nice and easy. Got 136 opals for all trouble. Now the cheapest thing on the menu we saw back in the shop was like 2,000 opals. It's still expensive, but progress towards getting that stuff. Means the cemetery has been cleansed of the evildoers. The little, like, crawly boys. The little demon fellas. So only so far we've seen, like, humanoid manifestations of, I guess, demon-like things. Like, they look like humans. They kind of zombie-esque, but apparently they're demons. They're classified as demons. But, like, the little monster guys, those look like monsters. Are they big rats? I don't know, man. He still helped us, though, and he's a healer. So we have 1 support, 1 healer, and 2 damage dealers that we've at least interacted with in the previously. My family runs a shrine. I thought it was all a scam, but turns out there's something to this. Your mom thinks for me, she says. And you're looking for the tape as well? It's a rumor, and he's just curious. It's not an assignment for him, necessarily. And he's a lost media enthusiast. I respect it. I respect it. Got the collector's urge, he says. And he does, like, the anime, like, glasses push-up thing. If you want to join up with us, then we'll have strength in numbers. He says, that's it for now. I bet we'll be able to get him to join our wily gang. We have that dude and Destin. We saw the little fellows, but there's more where that came from, I'm sure. On to Wednesday. So by the end of today, we need to find that tape, I think, is how it works. Alright, so... check the town alley now. Pet the dog. It's fun for you both. Drop a coin in the fountain, which we did. Curious if there's other, like... Now that there's like, things that... Like, to-do items... Oh, except now we can redo those things. We can drop another coin. Yes. The power to defeat the demon invasion. No pressure. Untetherable available to study. Huh. That's cool. Feel a little better for some reason. Available to study. What about petting the dog? Can I pet that dog? What will that let me study? This dog is a good doggy. It had something in its mouth. I got an opal. Well, I got a singular opal 1/2000th the way from being able to afford some kind of temporary buff we can use in combat. So we're still trying to find 2 club members. Now, at least one will be in the classroom. There's nothing else in the town square. If I go back to the town alley, there's a new guy to talk to. There was something in this alley, but thought it was nothing. Yep, this is all still very expensive. I was wrong. Not 2,000. 3,000. 3,000 is expensive. Machines are mine, says vending weirdo. I mean, that is weird. Vending weirdo is an appropriate title, my dude. My dude, my guy. So eventually there's techniques we'll be able to select. And aspect shift. I don't know what that means, but eventually. Maybe it's a thing you have to study, because we just saw the thing earlier about, like, you unlocked a thing you can study, which is neat. We got that good doggy. That doggy is good. Much like how, you know, by default, of course, all dogs are good, unless proven otherwise. All humans innocent until proven guilty. All dogs good until proven otherwise. The dean's waiting area. Yeah, nothing. So we'll just go right towards the main goods. Oh, I lied. I'm going to check classroom number 2. Classroom number 1 it is. What do you think, Namako? We saw demons? We sure did. Don't believe in the supernatural, says Knute. Or Knute. Well then, how do you explain the thing we saw in the graveyard, man, in the cemetery? For question 1, that's the one where you put your name. That's the one where you write your name on the paper, you idiot. What about question 2, though? It's the default state, that's right. You 2 know each other? What's up, bro? We saw demons, did Knute tell you? Wicked, bro. They weren't demons. I mean, what? I mean, hopefully they weren't just regular humans we were killing, but they were probably demons. My goods will go down if he thinks I'm weird. Thankfully, that's not usually how it goes. He says, I swear it happens sometimes. Have you seen these little fellas? Just little guys? Kind of lumpy little dudes? They're demons. Very matter of fact. Just little guys. Now we're talking. Look, she got the crazy eyes again. That's how you know it's the real shit. I'm not just some guy. I'm not just this guy. This fucking guy. I'm not the last demon hunter in the universe for nothing. If you don't finish your assignment on time, you'll be sent to prison. Not only will you be expelled, you'll be sent to prison. For life. Just giving the information I've got on my clipboard, it says. Alright, and the demons. I still don't believe it. But it's real, man. This is some kind of school about demonology. Some kind of school about studying demons. Almost like it's some kind of... Looks directly at camera. Demon school. Demons are real, my dude, my guy. Let's prove it. Namako's got that camera. Go back to the cemetery, photograph a demon, and then we'll be in business. We'll all be there for it. That's right, that's right. Trust your own peepers. Got a full 4-stack, a full party. Very nice. And you are, Namako. That's the rule. We're best buds. She's thrilled about it. Pet the dog. It's fun for both of you. Do I get to pet the dog again? I was gonna say, if I can do it again, I would love to, but unfortunately, that is a limited number of times per week activity. Not for me in real life. I pet Bonnie multiple times per hour if I can help it, and I usually can, unless I'm in the office, at which point, you know, my dog petting time is a little bit more limited. Against my will. Checking if there's anything else new, but yeah, it seems like oh wait, here's a guy. What was I doing in here again? He's the forgetter. That's what he's doing. He's forgetting. We grind that petting stat, man. I'm trying to like maximize. I'm trying to min-max my dog petting stats. We pet maxing in 2025. Haven't been to the rooftop in a while. Anything cool? Nope, it's the same couple of dudes. Couple dudes being guys. Off to the cemetery we venture, my friends. And there's already some shit going down. I can't say I'm surprised. Already. Is it time to leave? No way. And the wrecked student says, that's the guy I copied my homework from, bro. That's my bread and butter you're fucking with. That's what happens for getting here before us. Now is the time to fight. Here we go, baby. You already know what it is. Ooh, I like when they form a little line like that, because they know what's up. Can I reach all of them? You bet your sweet titties I can. Now, these guys have 2 HP, hence why a nice setup. Well, actually, even if they had more HP, even if they had like 4 HP, well, actually, I guess I don't know for sure, but if they didn't get their resistances lowered by Namako doing her thing, Destin would be able to obliterate them, because for one thing, it's a combo, so it's going to do big damage. Oh, it's because she moved back. That's why. Oh, maybe it's because... Yeah, I'm actually kind of surprised. I'm kind of surprised. Yeah, because I thought it was going to apply the combo to everybody. Maybe Destin doesn't knock them back? And except it says it does knock back one tile. Yeah, I'm kind of surprised why the combo's not being applied to everybody in that row like it was last time. Unless that was a change in the recent patch. Maybe they changed that. Would it help to buff him? Oh, that's kind of strange to me. Oh, it's because he does... No, he doesn't do flame damage always. His special does flame damage. Yeah, it's 1 damage. Whereas... over here, they're all defense lowered. Yeah. I guess it doesn't say... Oh, yeah, defense down. More vulnerable to damage. So what I'm unsure about, then... is why does that only attack that guy? Oh, resist. Well, yeah. I guess that's what I'm unsure about. So I guess that... Let's see. Her special is almighty. But her regular attack, I think, is just... physical. But maybe that's the lesson here. Maybe whatever element that is ascribed to the character, maybe they always kind of cause that element just intrinsically, because it's the thing that says resist. That's what makes me think there's something going on there. Or to just attack. That's the thing though. It doesn't show the resist with this attack. So that's awfully weird. That's awfully weird. The weekend applying an element that's detrimental. That's possible, because when she applies your stun, it should just be a stun. I would assume there's no elemental shenanigans that she's applying. If it is, it would be Flood. These guys don't resist Flood, necessarily. Yeah, exactly. Like, if there was some kind of, like, implication. It's possible. It's possible. Because, yeah, you also see why I'm a little bit surprised by that. And unfortunately, I don't really have a good way. So I guess I could do this. And then bop, just to try it. Yeah, now it says they're weak. They're weak to what she's doing, and she fucking obliterates them all. And it does apply the combo. Okay, move him. Move you. Boop. Yes, that works just the same. So these guys resist flame, are weak to earth and root. Hers would be almighty. Yeah, that is very weird. It's very weird. It's weird to me that it doesn't cause the combo. And it's weird to me that they resist something. Even though it's his regular attack, it still is, like, I guess considered a flame attack. And it doesn't damage this guy at all, or it wouldn't damage this guy at all. It only kills the guy in the back. It's also worth noting that whenever we do this, whenever we do that maneuver right there, we use Namako to stun the dudes. One of the guys just disappears. Bloop. Oh, it kills him. Okay, because it pushes him. That's right. Okay, so it like pushes him off the barrier. Yeah. Inflict stun. Vulnerable to damage. Yeah. Best I can figure is that it has to do with his attack element. Best I can figure. Which is unfortunate because this is such a beautiful setup. It's so nice. I suppose it would help to heal you, would it? Yes. It does help to heal. To buff him. Not so much heal, but to buff him. For that matter, if I buff you... Yeah, we don't even need to use Namako's ability. Yeah. That's weird. That's a little bit weird, but that's best I can figure, given that these guys all resist flame, and that he has this, like, flame association. That's kind of the best I've got, honestly. Oh, what if... Yeah, we were talking about, like, how her regular ability causes stun, and her associated element is Flood. Kind of like what Ace was saying. If the idea is there's, like, an associated element thing going on, maybe not only do the enemies have that interaction, maybe there's an interaction amongst friendlies. You would think that they wouldn't step on each other like that, but that's weird. That's a little bit weird. But all the more reason to see this as an opportunity to learn. What I would do is then do a 5-foot step, apply that weak. Oh, but it's a combo attack there. Because, yeah, that person's fucking dead. And then, can I jump up and murder? No, I'm gonna run out of the juice. Run out of juice if I do that. Do I still go for it? Yes. It will not be enough to kill. I could get a... I think I wouldn't really be able to reach this guy. And secure the kill. I wouldn't be able to reach this guy, like, from getting a buff. Gonna run out of juice. Individual who needs the juice. Yeah, that one's, I think, like a nice, an easy guarantee kind of deal. Oh, except this guy's in the diagonal view. Now he is. Yes. There we go. And he has the +1. That's why. Cool. Okay, that works. The combo attack, very nice. And Chivo performing 10 combo moves. Not in one round, obviously, but just in general. And more dudes pop in. How the knockback applies in the end. Right. It's possible. There's something going on. Some interaction there that I'm not aware of. It's just weird to me that when we tried the same maneuver with Faye, that it seemed to work okay. So I'm thinking there's something with him in particular that I'm not reading or I've not managed to catch. They both have the knock enemy back one tile element or aspect, but yeah, there was definitely something going on. Is there a possibility there could have been a friendly fire incident? Maybe? I haven't seen friendly fire, but I wouldn't doubt that something like that could be possible. Just because I haven't seen it yet doesn't mean it's not a thing. He has a resist and a weakness, but what's-her-face doesn't. So this guy does. Yeah, he resists curse and is weak to spirit. Yeah, she has no resistances or weaknesses. She does. She resists dark and is weak to curses. I think these guys attack with dark. Spirit, maybe? I don't know. I've seen her resist stuff in the past. Maybe not these guys specifically. Yeah, spirit, dark, curse, spirit. So yeah, she's the only one. Yes, okay, these guys I guess would be attacking in spirit. So she would take damage. He would take double damage, but he would presumably take no damage from a standard 1 damage attack. Which is nice, at least. Let's see. What I would really like to do is do some kind of cool position to, like, apply some shenanigans. Or I could move. I want to buff some peeps. I want to buff one of our damage dealers. Have, like, a super convenient way to do so right here. Maybe if I did like 5-foot step and a 5-foot step, that allows me to heal you, or buff you rather. The downside is that 5-foot step still costs a full action point. So it's like you have to do a 5-foot step and then something for it to for the 5-foot step to be like that, kind of like for free basically. And what I could do is just go for an attack. And if you're spending that action point, you kind of want it to be worth your while. Right from the get-go, I could just bop that guy. And then I could use my special. Just finish them off, or just a regular attack and save my special. It's like, that would be an option. Could just, like, move. Parts of these guys are like... No, there's not like a super convenient option there. What I could do is this, and this. Then if I can get some damage dealer right there, that'd be an easy lineup right there. I did that. There it is, but it resists. There it is again. There it is again. This very unusual setup here. Where what should be a combo, like a fucking slam dunk of these guys are weakened, and you have 2 characters flanking. When 2 characters flank, they cause a combo attack. There must be something different with his combo, or something about, I don't know, there's some interaction with this character that I'm not seeing. Because if we get her here, her attack is guaranteed to murder everyone because that's a combo attack. In fact, yeah, now I look at this. The implication... That's a big number that shows up, so maybe it is a combo that's going on there. Yeah. So what are the resists? Oh, let's see. What are those things? Weak. I think... Yeah, defense lowered and stun. They can't move for a turn. Okay. So if we remove the weakness... Yeah, so right now it's weak to earth and root, resist flame. That's a good point too. Now the downside is I can't set up for the combo the way they are right now. But what I could do is at least see. We'd have to move. As an experiment. So just regular attacks. They don't resist that regular attack. Yeah, there's no resist. When you remove the debuff, does something change with the weaknesses? It says Earth and Root right now. And well, no, I'm sorry. They're weak to Earth and Root and resist Flame right now. And I think that's the same. If I were to do this setup, get this guy here and go for that attack. If we were to do that attack, it still says resist Flame, weak to Earth and Root. They're stunned, their defense is down. Maybe there's something special when they're stunned or something special with their defense being down. Yeah, exactly. He should be doing physical. If we were doing his special attack, which will be ready soon, then it's flame. Unless there's this like association, since his special is flame, maybe there's this like implication that his physical attacks have a flame element. Kinda. It's like if a physical attack should be a physical attack, right? If Blastoise uses tackle, it's a normal move. It's not a water normal move. And exactly, if it was fire, a fire attack here, then they would resist, and he would have to do 2 damage to be able to get past the resistance. And it would say resist. It does not say resist here, but it does say resist when you do that setup with defense down, which is weird. There's something going on there. I'm gonna chalk it up to assuming there's something that is not that like I don't know about, basically. It's definitely physical. Yeah, I'm with you. I'm very much with you. Yeah, because he would be unable to attack them normally, basically, if he was doing like flame normal damage. And I'm gonna guess it's probably not Namako. If we were to move you here, except now we're out of action points. I'm trying to like see if there's a setup where if you cause that debuff, yeah, I'm like, is there a way I can do this? Just as an experiment here. And yeah, here we go. Something like this. Here. Yeah. And if anything, these are weak. They're weakened now. Now, why would they be weak? There's 4 damage in that instance. Maybe the combo. Oh, the combo is itself a special attack, I suppose. That's gotta be it. It's gotta be that the combo attack is special. That's best I can figure. Which, I think at some point they probably even said that a combo attack is ascribed with your character's special element. That's best I can figure. Because yes, the fact that it says weak here, well, they're weak to Earth and Root. Now hers is Almighty. Maybe Almighty is like a special one because she's the protagonist. Maybe she's like, I don't know, maybe that's like oh, she's the chosen one. When I hear Almighty, I think like holy, but maybe they mean no, it's like everything's weak to Almighty. I don't know. But anyway, that's best I can figure is that the combo is a special attack. Yeah. As far as possible, dealing 2 fire damage. Right. Yes, because his special, or I'm sorry, his combo attack is that special attack. What's weird is that I thought the special attack was just when your special meter fills up. So if I like kill this guy and now our special meter is full, I thought that I thought that's what special meant. But I think it means special attacks and combo attacks. So I think that's what's going on. So a little bit odd, but I think the puzzle has been solved. It's a little bit unfortunate, as like I said, we saw like some really cool setups. I think this is still a decent setup. The downside is we can't really capitalize it on it that easily, that conveniently. With what's her face here, what we can do instead of that setup, do a 5-foot step, get to here, and then it's still a little bit expensive. That still works pretty well. Yeah, no, that's definitely exactly what's happening. That's definitely exactly what's happening. It's that fire damage causing the issue. Yeah. Because it's not only, yeah, it's exactly knocking one enemy as opposed to deals 2 almighty damage. Right. Yeah, I'm like, now that I'm like paying more attention to what happens when it's a special attack, I'm gonna guess his special, when it's in a combo, I think it can still cause bad guys to get hurt, but I think it will just cause like a free heal, basically. Yeah, it's unfortunate. But yeah, the thing that was throwing me off was the fact that it was only affecting one dude. That was the other thing too. Because I was like, man, yeah, if we do this and we get right here and we attack, like one guy dies and the other guy takes nothing. You know, like the other guy is left unscathed. What the fuck's that about? And it's because, yeah, it knocks one enemy as far back, dealing 2 damage. Yeah, so it's like the one enemy gets knocked. Yeah, it's unusual. It's not what I was expecting. Not what I was expecting. But anyway, yeah, so as far as this one goes, this would still need 2 moves anyway. No matter what we do, it requires 2 moves to like make something cool happen there. And you can only do a 5-foot step left and right. You can't do a 5-foot step front and back. Now this is a little bit not the bestliest as far as convenience goes. What would be kind of neat is go here. And again, you'd have to do a 5-foot step and then move. I can't do a 5-foot step and then he do a 5-foot step, heal, and then her take off and go for this as an attack. Can't really do that, unfortunately. Let's see if there's like a really cool thing I could do, like a cool guy move for cool guys. It'd be very good. It could be very good, yeah. Like, I know it will get good. It's now that we're like kind of figuring out these systems, we've kind of wound up in a scenario where, yeah, it's a little bit inconvenient, but I'm sure his special and his combo will cause some wild shit to happen in instances where they don't resist flame. Now, the good news is if I'm, let's see, we still need to move up. What I could do is, well, again, yeah, I'm still in the same situation where I can't go here and then take a 5-foot step and accept the boost and then take the hit. Like, that still burns all of your action points. 5-foot step is a very convenient tool, and I want to use it a lot, but I feel like maybe I like rely on it too much. I think what I'll instead do is I'll do the original plan. I will do the 5-foot step, move up, weaken those guys, pop, take those guys out. I think that's what we'll do. I could then send her back to start attacking these guys. That would get pretty, well, that's the thing, she won't really be able to do much of that because it gets very expensive very quickly. I could go for this guy right now, or I could send him back, start attacking these dudes. And I think that's probably the better choice. Can't go for the heal just yet. Oh, but now I can heal, yeah. To be a nice buff for later. Can I heal you ahead of time? Yeah, it's like if there was some kind of way to heal him before. If only I could stop 1 square short. Yeah. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Now I can heal. There we go. So that way he gets a guaranteed kill. There we go. There we go. And it's not a special. It's just a regular attack. Now his special is ready, oddly enough. As odd as that is. There we go. So now we'll see it all play out. Cool combo move. And the almighty. Just a big old punch on the bottom there. He goes up. But he resists, because he resists dark. But he's weak. He took big damage. And he's flanked. I don't think the flanking actually makes a difference. If we could fight a boss, yes. That could be disgusting. That could be very delicious. If we could weaken him, yeah, that'd be great. I would love that. Now, the good news here is that this is a lot of bad guys. We only have to kill 3 of them, and then we're good. Then we've fulfilled our end of the bargain. And what's nice is that she's got a pretty decent special ready that will kill any of these dudes very confidently. It has to be in her range, but still, it's pretty good, honestly. I'd actually be tempted to like see if I could pull like some fancy shenanigans. Oh, that'd be so delicious. That'd be so delicious. Just say, all right, fuck it. Just kill him dead. Kill them dead. Heal our bro up. Not that he needs the heal, but it's nice. And yeah, the rest is all. I mean, let's be real. If we could kill some extra dudes, that'd be cool. If we get extra kills, we get more rewards, obviously. So if I were to use my special and knock the fuck out of him, like, yeah, he'll resist, obviously, but it will knock him back. And it's enough to kill him still. It'd be cool if I could knock him into a dude. If I could knock a motherfucker into another motherfucker, that'd be kind of funny. It would just kind of look kind of fun. In fact, I think that's one of our dares, is to knock a dude into a dude. Bah! Oh, except it has to kill. It has to kill the other guy, right? Yes, so it kills him, but it would only cause him 1 damage, yeah. Get the full breadth of that one. I mean, I could heal him, and then heal again, and then buff him. And if he's buffed... Oh, but then, yeah, we don't have the action points to use our... Yeah, so that's also, like, very, very wasteful. So that wouldn't quite do the trick. And there's Soapy Shark with the raid. Thank you, Soapy Shark. We're playing Demonschool. This game is very cool. This game is very good. It's very interesting. It's got a cool combat system. It's very funsies. I like it a whole bunch. It's good to see you. Thank you very much, my friends. We're playing Demonschool. It's great, and we're still pretty early on, though. We're still pretty early on in the game. So I'm like, we're still kind of like figuring out the systems, and there's still a couple of like aspects of the game we've yet to get introduced to. There's like things you can equip, and like new techniques you can unlock. There's all kinds of cool stuff. And do a little shout out for Soapy Shark, who was playing some Hades 2. Of course, when it comes to roguelike, Hades is like the industry standard, man. That's like, and not everybody loves Hades necessarily, but it is the go-to for a lot of folks when it comes to Hades. Thank you for the raid, Soapy Shark. As always, you've heard my spiel. If you have any clips you'd like to share, I'd love to see them. Doesn't have to be from tonight, but if there's anything of yours you want to share with us, love to see what kind of cool stuff you've been up to, homie. And let's see what we want to work with here. So in this combat sequence here, we only need to kill 3 dudes and then have one of our homies in this kind of back row at the end of combat, and that will secure the dub. And I'm looking to see if there's like any like convenient kind of setups we could do for like any cool combos before we kind of before we end this combat section that we're in right now. What I could do easily is just obliterate these fools, these nerds, with Namiko, and she's all set. So everything else is extra. Everything else is what's the word is extra credit, basically. So anyway, I think it's exactly what I'm gonna do. Just gonna obliterate those heckin' nerds, get them out of here, and then what I'd like to do is do some kind of cool combo maneuver with somebody. Not exactly sure how or under what auspices. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm going to get Faye over on this side. Except he can't do the 5-foot step on that side. Yeah, I'm like really trying to find a cool maneuver here. We can do 1 damage to a lot of dudes. Whoops. Of course, oh right, we do cause knockback. And I think he would cause knockback too. Right, yeah. But that's the thing, then they only have 1 HP left anyway, so the knockback is... It's a nice to have, but it can only do so much. Like, yeah, it's like for the real combo maneuvers to happen, I want him to be... behind somebody else. How's about this? There's an opportunity here. I'm gonna get down here, I'm gonna punch this fool, and then I'm gonna get over here I'm gonna use my... Oh, I can't use the special, dude. I was gonna use the knockback shit, man. Damn, I thought I was a genius. I thought I was a genius, man. Yeah, I'm like... I'm trying to find a way to get like an extra, like just a cheeky little bonus kill that'll be kind of funny. Like it'll look cool. Let me think about this. Is there another opportunity here? It's like I could use the special to knock this guy up. To knock this guy up. I love knocking guys up. What can I say? I don't know if we're one action point short, and I think that's just kind of how it goes. Yeah, because we really need Namako to do her thing. That's not a non-negotiable. Yeah, I don't think it's happening. I don't think the cheeky maneuver I was thinking of is gonna happen. Oh, I might be a dirty liar. I might be a dang dirty liar. Smack this fool for one. Here it is. Here it is. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna smack this motherfucker into the other guy. I'm gonna kill a homie with another homie. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna launch this guy into the other guy. So watch what happens. So we're gonna damage the guy initially with one kick, and then this guy's gonna send the other motherfucker flying into that guy. It's gonna look silly. That's gonna end the combat. So one kick, bam! There he is, fucking bowling alley his ass down the line, and there we go. So just a fun little cheeky bonus kill there. That is actually one of our dares for the dare drop challenge as well. So I had a vested interest in trying to find a way to knock another dude into another dude, killing the second enemy with the knocked back first enemy. So a little bit unnecessary flourish there, but points for style, right? We got that big brain. That's right. That's right. Is it big team? Nah, it's fairly small team. Right now, our party size is 4, and I suspect 4 is probably what it shall remain. So I would classify this as a tactics RPG, turn-based strategy RPG, but it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. The story is like very quirky and unique. The setting is fun. The style, the game is just dripping with style. It's got great music, cool soundtrack. So I like this game a lot. Like it a whole bunch. It's called Demonschool. It came out about a month ago, and we have a dare drop campaign for this game. And for those who've not heard of dare drop, it is a key distribution site, kind of like Keymailer or Lorkit, any of these other places where you can get review keys for games. But you get to sign up for extra challenges they call dares, and if you complete those dares, you get extra extra keys you can give away to your audience. Unfortunately, all the giveaway keys for this game specifically have already been claimed, so those are sold out. I kind of got this game a little bit late in the dare drop campaign, but there's other keys we can claim and other giveaways we'll still be able to get. I think games from the same publisher, basically, is what we'll have for giveaways. Speaking of giveaways, I should do a quick shout out to myself, to my socials pages. Specifically, we're doing some giveaways this Friday, and we'll have a couple of pretty cool games to give away, and we're doing that giveaway in raffle format through my Discord server. So if that would interest you, I invite anybody who wishes to join my Discord server. You don't have to. I'm not one to tell you what to do or how to live your life, but I think it's pretty cool place, and we do giveaways every so often in our Discord server. When we do giveaways, they happen on Fridays, usually once every few weeks or so, and we'll have a couple of big ones. We'll have one key for Marvel Cosmic Invasion, really cool beat 'em up that came out about a month ago, an extra key for MechWarrior 5 Clans, which surprised the shit out of me, but I'm excited we have an extra key for that one, and a couple other odds and ends, a couple of keys for some of the Dread X Collection games on Steam, Dread X Collection 1 through 5, so all that jazz, lots of cool stuff. So anyway, we're doing that giveaway this Friday. Thank you again to Sharky, to Soapy Shark, and like I said, if you had any clips you want to share with us, does not have to be from tonight's stream, just in general. If there's anything yours you want to share with us, I'd love to see it. Love to see what our homies are up to. And yeah, Demonschool is good. It's a very good game. I'm also drinking a nice little canned bubble tea beverage. It's quite pleasant. So, one of the things with our current story is we're trying to find this mysterious cursed VHS tape. It's a very Ring-esque situation. It's a VHS tape in this game where if you view it, allegedly you die in 3 days. And we've been tasked with finding this tape and destroying it. And allegedly the tape is being held in an abandoned part of the school, and the only way to get into this abandoned wing of the school is to like say you're doing it for research purposes, and only school clubs can get that research pass, and a school club requires 4 members. And right now we only have Faye and Namako, but we just met up with these other 2 dudes who've been very helpful. We just fought with them. They proved their worth in combat. If they join up with us and party up, we can make a club and we can get this tape and be off to the goddamn races. What do we name our cool club? The Black Magic Club, maybe? That sounds lame. But Destin's in, right? Are you good at homework? Not really. Then I'm out. Sorry, yeah. Yeah, Knute's my only guy. What about doing your own homework? I'm told I can be annoying. I gotta tap into that. So still no dice. Still no dice. That's the second combat instance we've had at least one of them help us out. But then we got this guy. Still can't find the tape. By the way, fun fact, if you're ever drinking one of these kinds of things, if you're ever enjoying a nice bubble tea, don't make the mistake I just did and look at the sugar content. Because one of these is 48% of my daily allotment of sugar intake. So, which is not surprising. I'm not surprised by that. I'm not like, I'm shocked. I thought this was healthy, but it's like, ooh, it's more than I expected. I knew it'd be a lot. 48% is not a small amount, but ooh doggy. I did tell the story about how last week I had my daily physical, my annual physical, and my blood work came back fine, you know, blood sugar, cholesterol, all that's fine. I'm in my late 30s, so, you know, these are things you have to worry about when you get old and curmudgeony like me. But I was, you know, the joke is that, all right, I got a clean bill of health, time to ruin it by overdosing on sugar and unhealthy foods. I wouldn't do that, obviously. Gotta live a little bit, just a little bit. He says, I got an appointment tonight. He says, I have my sources. Are they gonna allow us to join? He says, no way. But there's demons there, probably. Could we just follow him into the abandoned wing of the school? Maybe. We best buds? You know it. The bestliest. Alright, so let us commence. Pet the dog. It still shows pet the dog on there. Just don't worry about it, man. About Alex. Just go on vibes, baby. It's all about the vibes. Do the vibes feel healthy? I mean, it's tea, right? They call it bubble tea. Tea is always known for having pleasant health benefits, soothing properties to soothe your body, mind, and spirit. What's not to like, right? It's gotta be fun. It's all vibes, baby. It's all vibes. I love it. You know, no, let's see, what is it? It's a Merriam-Webster. Merriam-Webster does their word of the year every year. And I guess, actually, I feel like it's been maybe it's different dictionaries. Maybe that's what it is. But I feel like there's been multiple words of a year in previous instances. And, oh, there's the abandoned school gate. There it is. There have, like, been some years where there's been multiple words. Vibes... plural, even. I would say, yeah, vibes plural ought to be one of those words of a year. If it hasn't already, I feel like it says it's unfortunately, for better for worse, startlingly relevant. But in this case, it's a pleasant, soothing sugar rush. You're not wrong. And it is enjoyable, but it's a bit much. You can see he's hacking the mainframe. There he is. He's fucking downloading the RAM right now. Yo, yelling at the cop. That's right. Good thing they didn't see them like huddling ahead of time. Did they not? Did the cops not notice them like gawking at the windows? Oh, is that the tape he's watching? Get out of here, kids. We kind of know that guy. He's getting cursed or something. You kids on drugs, they both have the exact same facial expressions. Oh, that's right. The other guy called him Tom. When we were here last time, and we were like, all right, the guy, the cop allegedly known as Tom, and now his name tag has Tom in quotations. That's adorable. We'll be back, and I'm not on drugs, by the way. That's for later. That was not sneaky. But the guy's in there, bro. I mean, as long as he doesn't get got in like 3 days by whatever curse it is. Oh, maybe it's a boss. Oh, here we go. Are they here? Oh, fuck. Here we go now. Are the cops gonna help us? Of course they fucking won't. Of course the cops aren't gonna help. We got it under control this time, he says. I promise. The gruff gangsters from earlier. Your mom wants this shit. The cops are just gonna watch this go down and be completely uninvolved. Completely uninvolved. This battlefield seems a little bit smaller than previous instances. And I think if these guys, if these little fellers, like, reach the end, it's not game over, but they will start to damage the barrier. And I think if that barrier breaks, I think something bad happens. I think it's, like, basically game over. Well, not, like, game over, but you have to start over the combat, basically. So, we don't want that. Whoops. So, first and foremost, we can try to get Namako in position to pull some shenanigans. We know these guys have we know these guys have 1 HP. So I mean, the weakness thing is nice, but lowering their defense is not a main issue. The main thing, of course, is trying to find really cool setups to chain attacks together. For instance, I mean, you know, that's like a guaranteed way to kill both the grunt behind and in front of this guy. So he'd be able to do something similar over here. Like, that's a nice way to, like, cleave out a whole bunch of them in quick succession. Or, even better, oh, except it's this guy. Yeah, have him heal, and he's able to fucking obliterate those guys, which is pretty sick. I was looking to see if there's a way where I could have either him also, like, if there was like a way to have him attack this guy specifically, to basically do the attack that Faye is going to do. I don't really see a great way for that. So I think what I'll just do is, yeah, we'll have that buff happen. We'll go for that attack. Like, I can do that kind of these shenanigans. Yeah, I can't really reach that guy very easily, at least. He's the only thing that I would really want to mess around with. Yeah, I would say that's probably good enough for now. I could still finish his attack. He'll move forward. He might still try to attack Knute, but he should be okay. Or Knute. We'll attack her. We have 1 action point left, so I could do something with Namako, but yeah, there's really nothing that we're like in obvious range for right now. Could pull him to like just directly attack Knute. I think what we'll do is I'll just move her up. That way, whatever happens next, she'll be ready for. She'll be like in a good position to help out, versus being in the back line. Gotta kill 20 bad guys in three rounds. Good lord. Match. Okay, so they can only attack directly in front. Oh my goodness. Got our work cut out for us. Got our twerk cut out for us. So for this one, I would go for you. Go for you. You. And an awkward thing here, and I can't. There we go. That kills all 10 of them. It's all well and good. It'd be cool if I could get you healed. Be a nice to have. Kill that person. And do a 5-foot step and bop. Then 5-foot step and kill. Alright, so we can still get that, which is nice. Yeah, I'm always hoping for like a 5-foot step, like a single tile move in another direction. But it's still like workable enough. So everyone's healed up. Got those guys killed. We need more guys to kill. More dudes to fight. There was probably a way to get that really big badass kill Or not the big badass kill, but there was probably a way to kill all those dudes in a single turn. Taking 2 turns like I did just there, but there was spaced out kind of in a weird way, so I wasn't sure what else to do. But now this is an interesting situation, so Namako doesn't really have her special ready yet. However, if I did that, that kills, well, nobody yet, but does ready her special now. So that would allow her to instantly murder all those dudes. So that's that 5, or this 5. So she can just, like, nuke 5 from existence instantly. Which is pretty dope. Now, Faye's special is more just, like, big damage on a single dude. But whatever it kills for free. Which is kind of nice. That's just a nice to have. And of course we all know his specials is like very funny. It's like very... Oh, and by the way, we only killed 4 things with Namako, which is a little bit surprising. Oh, because that guy resists. Oh, they resist flood. The fellers resist the flood. Okay, but that did count as 5 kills. I think one of those was a combo. So what I would then do is I would use her special and obliterate this fucking dude. Kill the dude behind. At that point, we only have to kill 3 more to, you know, to reach whatever we need. Which point I would probably take you 2 out. Would move you up. Then I would get 1 more kill. And that's it. So that really gets it. That really gets it. I mean, is there anything else that could be done? I mean, we could have her move up. She wouldn't be able to reach it. Have her move up. We have 3 action points to work with, to twerk with. Like if as always, I'm maybe call it greed, call it a couple things, but I'm looking to see if there's any like fun opportunities of like extra kills we can get. But yeah, we just have to kill 1 more thing and we're there. Of course, what we do have is the funny attack. The thing is, I think his attack would just kill. I know it would still launch. It would still launch. Both of them. Oh yeah, his movements are more expensive. Yeah, so she should be the one to seal. Unless he could reach it, but no, he couldn't. Fortunately, I don't see like any like very funny things that could be done. Cost 3 to use a special by that point, yeah. That's not gonna fly, unfortunately, yeah. Yeah, I don't really see any like particularly impressive setups. There was a 5-foot step that moved not just left and right, but up and down. That would be really neat. Be really neato. Anyway, that gets the job done. Gets it done for us. It's fun using a special and seeing a bunch of dudes explode like that. Go back to hell, demon lads. Dudes have been vanquished. We're out of here. The cops just watched that whole situation go down and presumably said and did nothing. Watching literal children, well, maybe not children, but college students getting accosted by grown-ass men. Next time we'll bring more guys. And the cops are like, we heard nothing. We saw and heard nothing. So Knute wanted us to help, or wanted him to help, rather. Wanted to watch the tape and then I could stuff it. Well, that's not gonna fly. Gangsters had it out for us, man. I did get a photo of the demon things, by the way. Don't look like rats. It might indeed be some kind of demon thing. We got the club member. Hell yeah. Do we have a 4th? Best buds? Not exactly. Close enough. Close enough. He's down, though. Destin's down for it, bro. So he's joining our club. Fine, best buds. All right, 2 party members. Hell yeah. Open for enrollment, baby. All right, so I lied. It wasn't that we had to have it by the end of 3 days. Of course, the tape kills you after 3 days. But we did. I think we have to have it by the end of the week, basically. So a couple things. Just kind of poke around in some of these places, see if there's any interesting conversations I've missed. Also, I just noticed that we do have some screen tearing, so I'm going to enable VSync. And then I'm going to yeah, just check a few places. I feel like we haven't seen any new conversations happen in a minute. Every once in a while something else pops up, but lately it's been a little bit limited. I'm not gonna check every single area, but like it's nice to spot check a couple just from time to time. We're just right into classroom number 1. Yeah, well, I've checked all that. Checked all I wanted to check. And just out of curiosity. Okay, so the forbidden, the abandoned or walled off part of the school is not available right now. So classroom it is. Let's talk with the homies. Got saved twice. That's right, bro. Because we're best buds. At least we're in a club now, but there's no anime club, bro. All right, you got me there. There is no anime club. That is upsetting. We could call ourselves the anime club, but it might be a little bit misleading and disappointing to other prospective members. So one of our homies watched the video. We could ask him what was on it, but he's not here. Of course, how convenient. Did the curse get him already? Hasn't even been 1 full day yet, but it's within 3 days. He says, yeah, the kid with like the very large, I'm not sure what you call it, but like not hood necessarily, but like the neck of his shirt is enormous. Is he a student? No student by that name. So it like fucking erased him from the timeline. Goddamn. Or, well, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he's not like a student. Maybe he's faculty or something. I don't know. Looking for a club. We've got one now. Do you have a clubhouse? No, we don't. Destin says, we definitely got a clubhouse. Trust me, I definitely got a clubhouse. All right, good enough for me. Whenever you can show me the location, I'll issue you the pass for the abandoned wing for research purposes, of course. If you fail to complete the end of the assignment by Friday, you all go to prison. Not even like you fail the class or you get expelled. It's now you're sent to prison. It keeps escalating. I'm gonna guess that like the next escalation is if you don't complete this assignment, we will execute you in front of your families. It's just gonna keep escalating and getting more and more absurd. It's a strange place, man. I'd rather not chance it. Yeah, honestly, it's pretty valid. I'm gonna guess there's other lessons happening, by the way. I'm gonna guess other things are happening in these like days where we're in class. A couple new things, by the way. Knute found something weird. Let's check it out. Maybe now we're gonna get side quests. Found something weird? Glad you're here. Is the water purple? Was that always there? Oh, fishy. That thing alive? No, it's not. Well, it was a fish. Probably still is in some way. Let's ask the expert. Is Destin an expert on fish? Probably not. I would ask Namako. Got an achievement for getting your first relationship point. Oh, Namako likes us. Well, okay, let's not run. She is slightly more fond that we trusted her to ask her what she thought of the fish. The blobfish are pretty underwater. But it's otherworldly. It's like a demon fish. I mean, it might be realistic here. Keep my eyes open around the harbor. Knute also got a little bonus because I guess because it's like his quest basically. So when you pursue the quests of your buddies, they also give you a little friendship boost. Cemetery. Got in a fight with a crow. A little weird. Cemetery fan. Nothing like the cemetery in the evening. I'm a big fan. Got all dressed up to go to the cemetery. That's what's up. I think there's another person in trouble right now. Time to meddle. I like that. It's almost like a RoboCop looking guy with this metal helmet he's wearing. He's got his little lunchbox maybe. You're all scratched up, and well, yes, I'm fighting a crow. You see, forloin, froloin. Oh my god. Oh, forlorn, froloin, foiline. I don't know how to pronounce the name, but yes. Crows are pretty smart. They must have thought you did something to harm them, or they're protecting something. But only me. They recognize people's faces. They know who you are. How do we get them to stop, though? So what made the crow mad in the first place? I don't really think of anything. Can we talk to the crow? You come through here a lot? Maybe take the same route? I was gonna say, did you, like, rustle their nest or something? Rustle their jimmies? I punched this big gravestone. Ah, there you go. It seems like something a crow would do. I mean, you're probably onto something. There's a sick nestling here. That would do it. It's got an injury. Well, there you go. You done made the crows mad. You have to do right by the crows. No wildlife center here. Try to nurse it back to health. At least they recognize they messed up and they're trying to make things right. Let us know how it goes. Such a goth. Crows are cool, all right? That's nice. I'm gonna guess that's like there's not much to that right now, but I'm gonna guess that will maybe lead to more side quest shenanigans later on. Already went to the harbor. The town square real quick. Sure enough, we can toss a coin into the fountain. I'm gonna guess something might happen if we keep tossing coins into the fountain. Maybe there'll be like a spirit in the fountain that's gonna say, who keeps throwing water or keeps throwing money at me? What the hell? The town alley. A new person to talk to. A vending machine fan? Just a busy lady. I never go this way. Every once in a while you'll get a new NPC that says something completely insignificant, but I'm always thinking that maybe there's something unique they'll hit us with. I was curious if there was like a tab for selling things, or I don't know, just curious if there was anything else there. Dean's waiting area. I'll check a couple places. But as expected, nothing new here. Nothing new underneath the sun. Does he still want to drink her biceps or whatever it is? I want to eat her biceps. That's right. Yes. Yeah, that's what it was. Man loves devouring some strong muscles. Rooftop, anything new? Nope. All right, off we go to the entryway. So first we'll check with Destin. Wild times, bro. I'm with you, dude. I hear that, bro. He's missing, and like he's apparently been all traces of him have been removed, officially at least. Probably demons. It's gotta be demons, man. You haven't seen the prophecy. Let me show you my notes about the family prophecy. Thing is over oh, okay, yeah. So this takes place in 1999, so we're partying like it's 1999. I'm trying to stop the apocalypse. It's basically Y2K, but with demons. He didn't tell us about the demons until we asked. He knows more, and I think we should take all the information we can get. What's up, Perry? Good to see you, bud. There might be demons that are definitely gangsters. What if the bro just skipped town? He said, I'm out of here. No, we have our sworn and solemn duty to stop the apocalypse. And also, we're not allowed to leave. No ferries coming in and out for a week. And the fishing boats are available at any price. Not that we can afford at least, so... We're not allowed to leave. We're stuck here. We gotta figure this out. She's like, I would have left if I could have. Not an option. Destin found something? Another building where everyone dumps their garbage. You'll love it. You're really selling me on it? Yeah, salesman, exactly. I love the garbage. Oh, it's a bunch of fucking demon lads. What the shit? Excuse me, pardon me, excuse me. Hecked. We're hecked. Zombie noises. What the heck, bro? There's a lot of them. And we gotta fight them. How many do we need to kill? Or neutralize? 20. Choose your party. Well, you can guess. It's gonna be this fearless foursome, but eventually we'll get more than we can carry. As I think the party size in combat at least is probably 4. I'm ready. Oh, except I probably could have chosen a loadout where we could have maybe put Destin here instead. Like, we probably could have arranged them differently, but that's okay. I'm not too worried. It's actually a somewhat familiar situation here. I'll go ahead and buff you up. We're going to pump you up. So we're going to give this guy the juice. And what I'd really like to do is get some of the dudes in the back row. Oops. So what I would and also is bring these fools down. That way I can do one of these and then one of these, which would be really cool. Or we gave this guy the juice. He's on the loose. Is smack this dude. It still kills, and that is considered, now it's considered a combo, I think. That's pretty sweet. I would like to do... Yeah, I think that's still the right move, is using Namako. That kind of stun. I think that works really well. It'd be cool if we could get that line stunned and shifted down a little bit. That'd be really neat. But there's really nothing else that kind of presents itself for that, at least. What we'll just do is, yeah, because this is like such a good setup, and it is like it's a combo move for sure. Kind of curious. It would also be a combo here as well, and it's all 4s. Because here, that last one is a 2, but it's still a 2 on top because it's a knockback, I think. I could still, yeah, and I could get that kill too. So we could just kill everybody and just have, what's his face? Have Destin just get all the kills. It's nice usually to like involve everybody in some way. For sure, that kill makes sense. It'd be nice to have Faye have some involvement here. Yeah, because he's the one that's juiced up with extra damage. Can't move her up, unfortunately. Yeah, so I think that's fine. I mean, it's a little bit one-sided, but it does kind of work out when you have that attack boost. That's dope as hell. When you have that attack boost, might as well just capitalize on it. Alrighty. A whole bunch of new dudes. Yo, what's up, Aaron? He says, yo, get me that flight simulator Pikachu. I got you, bud. I got you, B. Herberg is being retired temporarily, delicious as he was. There we go. Let's get Narita Airport, Pikachu, Captain Pikachu. I'm like imagining you're like settling in for your flight, and you get the you get like the little intercom that starts up, and you expect to hear, this is your captain speaking, but instead you hear Pika Pika, and you're like, excuse me? This is delightful, but is he licensed to fly this aircraft and get his little feetsies and little like hands reach all the controls? I would trust Captain Pikachu to pilot the airplane with no hesitation. Okay, maybe a little bit of hesitation. What I'd like to do is get probably Faye juiced up. Now, what I could do is either just attack, or I could use his special and just obliterate those heckin' nerds. These guys still resist flame, but that's still enough to kill. Could still get him healed up and just, yeah, have him go on a fucking warpath. Or buffed up, rather. Not so much healed, but buffed. Or I could go... What I'd like to do is position Faye there, ideally. Yeah, I think it makes plenty of sense to just go ahead and use the special here. I think that's well enough. Pika, Pika! And you're like, what am I hearing? Am I losing my goddamn mind? Coming in on the flight announcements, the in-flight announcements. Waddles down the alley, yeah, and he's like bumping over, yeah. The very large Pikachu costume, he's bumping into people, knocking the people sitting in the aisle seats. Knocking laptops over, spilling drinks. I would still be okay with that, honestly. Yeah, I'm also imagining like an airplane captain sitting in like the pilot seat somehow in the cockpit, but still wearing the giant Pikachu outfit, and it's like wedged in. They can't really move their arms too well. The flight stick is like kind of like mushed up against them very awkwardly. It's a funny mental image. Good to see you, Aaron. We're playing some more Demonschool. We started this last night. It's very good. It's a very cool little game. And I'm trying to think of cool ways I can set up for some good, like, combos and that kind of deal here. Because this game is very much the kind of game that encourages you to find nifty ways to work with your teammates and establish them in convenient locations to, like, flank enemies and piggyback off of other people's abilities to work well together. It's a pretty cool little game, and I like it a lot. What I could do is move Namako here, which sets up a potential kind of like little combo meal here. Oddly enough, I can't... Oh, because I think we've already done a 5-foot step. Is that what it is? I think it's because we've already attacked, maybe. We do that attack. I can't... Well, it's a little weird. I can't do a 5-foot step to my right. I'm not sure why that is. Move him back. Really help. But this sets up a cool little line here. I'm thinking if I did a 5-foot step and then attacked that guy, but for some reason I can't. Maybe the answer is attack that guy, attack you, but now I'm out of action points. Yeah, so as brilliant as that is, it ain't happening. I do feel pretty good about this first attack here. I think that's like a guaranteed solid choice. Feeling good about that. I could still get him healed up. Just have him attack this guy. And now everyone else is just 1 HP. The rest of these dudes. Thing is, though, unless more spawn, and I'm assuming more will spawn, we're gonna have a hard time reaching our target. Our target for the number of turns we're going, that is. Able to go for the kill there and there, but then we're out of action points. Yeah. The good news is, yeah, we'd be able to take care of all those guys no problem. That's a good setup too, honestly. I think the heal or the buff is not really necessary just yet. Might hold off on that. So yeah, so we're gonna commit to this for sure. And I didn't really see this until just now, but yeah. Nice little setup there for a cool little combo. If I went for, say, that attack... Oh, yeah, still no 5-foot stat opportunity. Attack there, bop, and then bop. That's cool. Yeah, maybe that's the strat. Maybe that's the strat, because that leaves only 2 of them alive. And now Faye got a little bit more action, so now her special meter is still getting pretty well charged. I think that works. It leaves 2 of them alive, but they're pretty far back. I say let's just go for that. There's the big special. Delicious. Combo there. Now, if more guys don't spawn, we're going to have a hard time reaching our target kill. Okay, sure. Now we're good. Now we're good. Gonna need Namako to cause some debuffs. Or maybe that's just enough. That would be enough to kill Oh, wow. Would you look at that? It actually kills enough. Because it kills 20 of them. Or 20 of them. Kills 4 of them, right. Or... what else could we do with her? We could go here. And then weaken all of these guys. And then use her special. Kills a penis ton of them, which is just incredible. Uses a lot of action points, but, I mean, that's a very efficient way to murder a bunch of bad guys. Speaking of efficiency, what we could do is use her special, go here, and blast this nerd. Oh, man, actually, that'd be really dope. Because if we use the special... unfortunately, yeah, it still uses up all the AP. Oh wait, no, that part I'm still satisfied to obliterate these fucking nerds. It'd be cool to reach that row in the back. That'd be pretty dope. I'm looking to see if there's some kind of way I can, in order to do that. Oh, right, we also have to do the ceiling thing, don't we? Yes. Right, minor issue about the, like, actually getting to the end here. That'll cost 1 action point no matter how you slice it. Okay. Yeah, I hadn't thought about that. Can I do special, move up, and then kill? No, I can't. Oh, yeah. So we'll just continue with this part. Blast these fools. I'll move up. Can I still use your special? No, I can't. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Can I still do a bonus attack for funsies? Can he attack? I'll just have him punch that one guy. Just so I feel like he did something. One little attack for freezies, for funsies. Namako being the superstar there. Using her special to just obliterate a bunch of fools. There we go. Got top A ranks, got a bunch of kills, got some currency for our troubles. Got an achievement for maxing a friendship between 2 non-party members. Guess we'll see what that means in greater detail soon here. Get these lollygaggers out of here. Yep, they started it, man. They started it. Let's see. Destin's incredible clubhouse that he was really talking up earlier. Let's check out this great clubhouse. It's covered in garbage. Danny DeVito would be so proud. The key to this place got lost years ago, hence why no one's using it. People toss trash through the window. It's great. This will be our cool clubhouse, you guys. An amazing trash room. That's right. That's right. We got the garbage. Now it's nighttime. All right. So we got to get the garbage key. And I'm guessing that's elsewhere then. Yeah. If there's any other like interesting tidbits that jump out at us, just go to the entryway. Suspect this way then. Shiny. Oh, never mind. We're just talking to the janitor. How's it going, janitor buddy? Yeah, do you have the key to the unofficial garbage room? Why would you want the garbage room key? We just love garbage. Can you blame us? You look the part. And give people the wrong idea or the extremely correct idea. I don't think anybody has the key to that place. It got abandoned. Much like the second wing of the school, I'm seeing a pattern here. You need to be our cool clubhouse, man. Maybe we just break in through the window. If people throw in garbage to the window. Oh my fucking god, that was out of nowhere. What the shit? Oops. Oh, it's more gangsters. Now they're just flooding the school openly. At nighttime, no less. They just leave. Can we talk about what just happened, bro? They fucking broke the ceiling. Broke the skylight. You didn't see nothing. Yeah, boss. Yeah, green gangster. Oh, here we go. Here we fucking go. Yep. These fucking guys, man. These fucking gangster fellers. Bunch of no good for nothings. Now, I'm going to try to be a little bit more deliberate about where we place people. Again, not that it's like the end-all, be-all. Can I move Namako? Yeah, so face spot is always locked in. Locked and loaded. I'm trying to see if I could move. I moved Nama. If she was here, and I moved her up, we actually wouldn't really be able to. If I moved her here, I would move that. She would move up to this spot right behind. Which wouldn't... I'm looking to see if there's a way I can, like, apply that debuff to those dudes with Namako. Maybe I'm just not going to worry about it too much. Just fucking let her roll. Let her rip. Maybe for, like, boss battles, I might be a little bit more stringent about where I'm placing people at the very start. But for, like, regular combat rounds, it's probably fine. Probably don't need to overanalyze necessarily. We're all close together, so the first thing that makes the most sense, I think, to do is to heal, is to buff some folks. Everything here has 2 HP. The more dudes and dudettes we can one-shot, the better. Like an obvious one right there. And Namako can't really reach anybody right from the get-go here with a 5-foot step. And bring her close. That, of course, just provides for a very convenient combo move, which is pretty sick. We can do a 5-foot step and reach that guy. Or I can go right for that guy. Do another setup here. But that kind of is it for the round as a whole, if that's kind of what we're doing. Whereas what I could also do is go up here, kill him. But we ran out of the juice. For him specifically, at least. Because his next move would be a little bit more expensive. Fortunately, no matter what we do there, it's going to get a bit much. I would say, yeah, let's go and drop that guy, and then go and send her up to and do a attack. Because that one is basically for free. We have 2 more rounds after that. Out of action points. I think that's fine. Probably not like ultra optimal, but good enough. A couple guaranteed kills and some added damage for funsies. She resists that damage. We still take the damage. I think that our character, that Faye didn't receive knockback, which is a little bit unexpected. Alright, so we should probably heal somebody. I'll heal you. And no buffs just yet. I will do is a couple options. There's a couple options. One of those kinds of deals. Oop, shit. That. Put them behind, and of course do that side. Of course, this guy's already taken damage. So that's not really a huge issue. Maybe what I would do is I would just go ahead and have her go for the first kill, or do one of those, and then she reach him either. I was thinking maybe like have her go for this guy instead to finish that attack. Now, oddly enough, she can't do the 5. Oh, it's because she already took the 5-foot step, right? Yeah, we took the 5-foot step and didn't really do anything with it. Yeah, maybe I don't bother with healing. I feel like it's a good idea, though, especially because it only costs 1. Yeah, I might as well. It only costs 1 action point. It's fine. It's a worthwhile investment. I think I will go ahead and lower this guy's defense. That way, these 2 attacks are free. Or not, well, not free, but they're relatively cheap. More affordable. And then that guy's weakened out. I think that's probably good enough. It'd be nice for like a little bit more damage to be applied to that, toward that guy. That'd be nice. What I could do, yeah, for sure, finish that attack. That does leave a bit more. Yeah. Oh, almost. We're one square shy from being able to complete that action. Yeah, shit. It's like an awkward. It's kind of an awkward kind of thing there. I can. Yeah. It's an unfortunate placement of things. Can still attack this guy. It's like no matter how you slice it, I still need Destin to be the one to finish that attack. Can't have Knute buff or even. Well, I would have to heal Faye even before I could buff her. And I don't really have a way for Namako to reach over there to lower that guy's health, to lower his defense, basically. You do this and then 5 foot step. Yeah, it's like no matter how you slice it, we run out of steam, unfortunately. Which is fine. What I would do is I would probably actually I'm gonna leave Namako where she is. I lied. I'm gonna move her back, actually. Or I move this guy up so that he can heal people more easily. Let's do that. That way everyone's moved up and everyone's in the action. We get a couple kills, and that guy's at least wounded. Spawn in more dudes. Just have to kill 5 of them. And now our several specials are ready, which is nice. I think I might go ahead and buff up Destin. Faye is lower on health, but the nice thing is that this should be the last round if I do this right. So if I buff Destin up, he'll be able to like get several kills pretty confidently. Could push you back. Also lower this guy's defense. So that right there provides some nice opportunities. One guaranteed hit there. Go for you. What I'd probably also do, actually, what I would really do is use my special and fucking launch into you. Oh, that feels kind of wasteful though, because we had Namako go through all that trouble to pull that guy up. The knockback is very fun. It's like very big damage to whatever you hit, but whatever you knock somebody into, it's cheeky. It's very cute. It's cute and cheeky. So I think I'll stick with the buff plan. I think that's legit. Here, there's really nobody over there that she can like move around. Unfortunately, we are pretty limited. Get to that spot or get to that spot. Yeah, I'd say let's go and do this part. I think that part also makes sense. Maybe I hold off on that for a moment. That kill is very easy. Yeah, I'm trying to see if there's something I'm not considering here. Able to get that kill, no problem. And then we could also do is use her special. Kill that guy, but then we're too short. Can use his special to kill this guy. We're 1 kill short, and unfortunately then we're in a situation where there's we're 1 demon short on like our requirements. Now the nice thing is that throughout all of this, Namako's special becomes available. And actually that becomes available very early on, so maybe I should have thought of that sooner. Maybe I would consider her special. Oh, a bunch of these guys do resist, unfortunately. able to kill one and damage another. Or... probably same thing here. Yeah, kills one, damage, well, and debuffs the other for sure. Look for like setups that would lend themselves towards some cool guy shit. Ooh, that's a little bit better. Because now there's like the opportunity for like knockback and shit. That's kind of nice. What I would then potentially do, that's a guaranteed, that's a double right there. The downside is that let's see. Could use our special to kill this dude. And what I'd like to do is get Destin in here and use his special on that guy, but we're being blocked by Faye, who's in kind of an odd spot. That might still work. Special. There we go. But now we need to reach the end. We're like not in the right position for reaching the end. So that's awkward. The move, though, is to move her up. There we go. That's the move. Special. And there we go. So we used every single action point and had to really scrutinize and really trying to find ways to make that work. But we managed to find an arrangement that allowed for a clean end. And all the kills, nobody died, and it was within the turn minimum amount. So it was a little bit more involved, but it was worth it. There we go. There we go. Go back to hell, demons. And I suspect we're going to see more of those. The first several combat encounters were pretty easy to like get the A ranks on. We're now getting that point where the A ranks are getting harder, and eventually it's going to get to the point where it's like, man, we're going to have to play like very carefully to get those A ranks, and sometimes it's just not going to be in the cards, and that's fine. This is not a 100% kind of flawless playthrough. We'll inevitably have stuff we miss. So who was the guy that fell through the ceiling? What the fuck was that all about? It looked like a zombie, but I can't really tell. But the cops ran on it. There you go. Entirely possible. You kids again. I know. We've heard it 1,000 times. But we definitely saw some shit happen. Making false reports. I mean, it happened, man. The broken glass and everything. It's all there. Is there anybody suspicious other than me? Of course not. No surprise these guys aren't being helpful. They're probably in on it. I mean, probably. Gotta help ourselves. Not wrong. Taking matters into our own hands. Knute says, very good. Other things to talk about or folks to talk to. Drop a coin in the fountain. Might as well. Toss a coin to your fountain. Small bag of opals in the water. Pick it up. Sure. We'll mind if I take these, right? 10 opals. Nice. I wonder if we would have left them if something else would have happened. Maybe they would have multiplied. We've tossed, like, probably 5 opals into the fountains. Maybe they're multiplying. It's electrifying. The harbor. Check a couple places while we're kind of in this snooping around, catching up on things mood. Catching up on things mode. To the town square. Check a couple classrooms. This guy. Get your desks. There's a lot to cover. All right, we'll do teacher. And by that, I mean, we're just going to continue fucking around. Classroom 2. Only 2 classrooms in this entire school. Can you believe that shit? Your lab. Always hoping we'll see something new. Something borrowed, something new. Get to the task at hand and the entryway. Now the nice thing is that everything's fixed and the glass is cleaned up and the tree is set back up, so... Is it a shared delusion? What the fuck is this? Everything looks normal. No one else is bothered by what supposedly went down. Things back to normal. No shenanigans. No signs of foul play or obvious buffoonery. Bright-eyed student says, I get here at 6 a.m. on the dot every day. I promise I would have noticed. He's so bright-eyed, given how his eyes are shadowy. Like the opposite of bright-eyed, if you ask me. There you go. We all saw it. Tomfoolery is afoot. Of that I can assure you. Anybody see a student, or at least a human, fall through the ceiling last night / this morning? Suspicious students. Anybody? And then there's Professor Vincent doing his usual deal. We saw some shit last night, bro. It's ridiculous. Get to class. No one believes us. No one... There's something afoot, man. It's the troublemakers. You saw nothing last night, right? You haven't met the requirements to form a club yet, by the way. Off to prison for you. We have a clubhouse, but we can't get in yet because it's locked. Kids like you will never amount to anything, he says. And then leaves. Very helpful. So Demir, so mindful. Gotta get to the key, man. If not, just to show that guy up. And I don't want to go to prison, please. Our best shot. What I'm hoping is that something will reveal itself. We just kind of continue along here. With something... The next main thing will be in the classroom. The guy was saying how there's like... That no one has ever had a key, or it's been a long time since anyone's had a key for that abandoned part of the... Of like the... I guess it's like... student housing or something. I guess that's the implication of what that building is that we saw earlier. Harbor, check a few places. Yeah, it's still the same. Still the same deal. Okay, good enough. Let's just go to the classroom. Keep the ball rolling. A lot of weird stuff going on, man. What's Namako thinking? Need a key to that place, or maybe there's a locksmith. Or break a window and bust in. There you go. The little fella selling the gubbins? Sure, let's go check with him. We did throw the weird doll in the cemetery. There's the fella. We are here. Anybody make a key or open a lock just for a room off campus? Special price, 1 opal. It's a steal. For the shot. An opal and a riddle. Okay. Provide a riddle. Okay. Oh, here we go. Destin's ready. What's brown and sticky? Cosmos? Love? Stick. That's a classic. It's a stick. Fear? Not even close. Give up. What's brown and sticky? A stick. Good riddle. Cannot predict. You may buy key. I like it. I like the little fella. We got the clubhouse key. I can't believe it was that easy. Will this really work? Only one way to find out, man. Glad I caught you. Time to show you our cool clubhouse. Good enough for me. Trying to get it past the abandoned wing. That's right. Pass to that place, and off you go. He's a man of his word. That's right. A mysterious fella, but a trustworthy fella, at least. There's the mop master. He's mopping. Let him do his moppings, man. The abandoned school gate. Haven't been to the cemetery in a minute. Anything cool in the cemetery? Like the like the weird doll I bought when we threw it at the guy. Is that like off in the side somewhere? Unfortunately not. I ring the bell for the bell ringer. Sure. Are you the bell ringer? Am I ringing your bell? Maybe they'll ring my bell. 15 bells, 15 destinies, one tragic fate entwined. That sounds like a Soul Calibur voiceover whenever the round is starting. 15 bells, 15 fates, one future intertwined. And then like Siegfried is like, he takes out his big sword, he's like, you're next. And then Cervantes is like swinging his sword, he's just like, ha 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 ha, you're minced meat, pal, or whatever. I don't know, whatever they say. But I'm like, that's like just a very, the kind of thing you hear when you're starting a Soul Calibur match, basically. I wasn't talking. You said something, bro. 15 bells or something. I don't know. Fucking uttering nonsense that they're not aware of. Ring the bell. What's that all about? I ring the bell, but there's only one, not 15 of them. Once per hour, every hour. Honor of Felicity Sturla, 100 years ago, saw raiding ships on the horizon. Dumped her water and banged her pot with an axe, raising a ruckus the villagers would hear to join the fight and save the island. Cool lady. A great ancestor of hers. That's why the bell gets rung. But now we have a manual clapper. There you go. Family tradition. Is her first name Bell and her last name is Ringer? Because that's what I'm thinking. Do you ever sleep, by the way? My father rings it 4 times in the morning, and I sleep then. And an occasional nap in between work. I respect it. A little bit of a non-standard sleep schedule, but I respect it. Seen anybody talk about a VHS tape, a haunted VHS tape? There's a lot of suspicious things, but not that. You ever seen anything? Let me know, please. Will do. Oh, heck. Now maybe they get to fight with us. That'd be cool. New enemies. Oh, we don't get to fight with the cool lady. That's unfortunate. But new enemy dudes. I can't see what they are yet. Can't see what they are yet. Alright, you already know what it is. I think what I might do, actually, is put Knute in the middle. That way he can buff up either one. The downside is that means Namako might have a little bit less maneuverability at the start, at least. But yeah, the idea of being able to buff anybody at the start sounds kind of nice. Especially because these guys might be kind of juicy. Welcome back, Meerkat. Is there a porn star named Bellringer? There ought to be, honestly. If there isn't, that would be a good porn name. He's got 3 HP. His name is Balloon. 12 kills in 3 rounds. They explode when near an opponent or upon death, inflicting poison and 1 damage. They will explode on death. I don't think I love that. And then this guy, Regurgitator, spits acid across the entire field in a straight line. There's a target. Drops acid traps upon death. So now it's getting a little bit more complicated. Can't say I'm surprised. I knew it was coming. So these guys are 1 HP. I would say for sure we'll be going for some weirdness against these big boys. They do resist flame, but they're weak to flood and root. What I'd like to do is get some kind of combo shenanigans going on there. I could actually lower their... Oh, that's perfect. I can lower their stuff. Now, they will explode. When near an opponent or upon death. Right. Okay, so that's the thing. So that means at the end of this round, they will explode. And everybody in this radius will take... presumably poison and 1 damage. Person name Zev Bellringer. I was thinking like first name Bell, last name Ringer. But yeah, that works too. That works too. I think there was a song in the 70s, like a disco song, called Ring My Bell. Very... I don't want to say very suggestive lyrics, but just suggestive enough. I mean, for the 70s, it probably was a little bit more on the nose. So that's where my brain goes. Yeah, out of curiosity, if I like move up, so it's like, so any interaction with this dude, like, is what will cause them to explode. So yeah, so I mean, I suppose doing it this way is one way to kind of initiate that. Alternatively, bring this person down, and then like, we could do other like maneuvers. I think if there's other things we could do about like getting that guy to go ahead and pop now, kind of while we're relatively in control. What I think I'm gonna do is, for sure, I'm gonna buff this lad up and have him go right for this fucker. I think I'll have Faye attack that guy. Go for him. Have that. That. Downside is that Faye is gonna take... Now, it's only 1 HP damage, but then it's poison on top of that, which does seem pretty unpleasant. So maybe I don't fuck with that guy just yet. Moves 2 tiles, seeking an opponent. Explodes when near an opponent. So that's the thing. What I don't know is if he'll move and then explode, or move and then queue up to explode in the same round. Like, if he moves and then explodes in the same round, then that's just kind of how you just gotta roll with it, obviously. But what I'm hoping is that it'll move and then queue up to do an explosion the following round. Combo with the fire guy. That would be incredible. That would be really incredible. So yeah, if we could build up this guy's combo meter, that would be dope as hell, Ace. That'd be dope as heck. The problem is, we kind of like rewind time all the way back. The only dudes that are like in a kind of nice position for kicking into this dude are dudes that have 1 HP. So it's like, if you do any sort of attack that would cause knockback, they just auto die anyway. Yeah, if we could get this guy's meter juiced up, we could pull some really cool shenanigans for sure. That'd be really sick. Now, alternatively, if I say juiced up Faye instead, maybe had her do a 5-foot step, attack that guy. Attack you, for instance. Kind of went on a bit of a warpath. The downside is that like we don't have as much there. Yeah, so it's like not as much as like super obvious. I think the best course of action is to buff him up. That way he can take this guy out right from the get-go. He attacks that guy, drops him for 2, yeah. So like just kind of do a general series of kills. And then not accost him just yet. He might still be able to reach Faye. Because it says 2 squares, so you could go like bop bop and still reach her with a melee attack. But by this point, we haven't committed to doing anything with this guy specifically. Do I still want to move her somewhere? Sure, I'll move her up, if nothing else. So, decent first round, I think. I think that's reasonable given what we've got with our current introduction here. So, kill 4 dudes. He does go... He's queuing up the explosion. Cool. So now we know. That's how that works. Oh, the regurgitator he is... It makes sense that they can... We knew that they could, they had a range stack. I didn't realize it would also hit range, or not range. I didn't realize it would hit in diagonal form. I thought it was just cardinal directions only. But there you go. So in a straight line, that does include diagonals. So now Destin got poisoned. The good news, of course, is if it's just 1 tick, yeah, poison receive 1 damage every turn. We can, of course, heal past that. Also, the plan is to not stick around for much longer. The good news with this guy is that he's going to pop, and presumably that will count as a kill. Now, what I'm not sure of is if there's friendly fire. It'd be great if there was. I'm going to assume there probably isn't. Also, a new fella. Undead Dragoon. Oh my. Jumps in around the map, dealing 1 damage, and pushes all combatants 1 tile from the landing. The little arrow is showing where they're going to be jumping. They'll cause that kind of knockback. But I think, yeah, this guy is doing the explosion. It's a 2-tile explosion, yeah. I think this is indicating... Oh, he's landing here. Okay. So that would cause the pushback. Okay. So Anyway, first and foremost, I wish I could reach that dude. Unfortunately, going through this will make us lose some health. Actually, no, it doesn't make us lose health, but it does. We do just get poisoned. Just so I'm clear. Oh, I think it actually does cause splash damage. Or friendly fire damage. Because he got knocked... Yeah, if we were to move this person back, going into this square, I think that means that when the balloon pops, he would kill that dude. And the implication then is that he's going to kill these two with him as well. And I guess this one, even though the 2-tile explosion, and of course there's 3 tiles, maybe only a 1-tile push. Yes, I'm not exactly sure why this guy has like a danger zone indicator. But let's kind of go with that as the assumption that the fact that Namako pushed that dude into that square. Is there another instance of that? Oh, okay, never mind. Maybe I'm pushing him into the acid? Is that what's happening? Flame, weak to earth and root. Weak to earth and root as well, so it's not a weakness thing. Maybe it's because they're already in the danger zone. Maybe that's why it's not changing their state. A little bit surprising. I almost wish there was like a log I could read that like describes what exactly happens in that interchange. So we get poisoned, we stun, we cause the defense down. Because that push doesn't do any damage. We are applying defense downward, where it's a debuff we're applying. Huh. Interesting. Not sure what to make of that. What I definitely would like is to not be in the vicinity of this explosion. It's only 1 damage, but the poison is unpleasant. This might be one where we don't get the A rank, which, again, yeah, that's something I knew we would eventually get to that point anyway. What I would probably do next is go for this fucking guy, which does cause like a knockback maneuver there. Attack here, pop you. So again, if the oh, that's the thing. Can I rely upon the guaranteed explosion thing? I don't think I can. It's a nice to have, but by no means is it a guarantee. A curiosity, before we do anything, can this guy heal anybody? He would have to get into the danger range. I don't know if that's worth it. I think putting our healer in danger is maybe not a great idea. So I'll go through with whatever's going on there. I'm not sure I understand why that's happening the way it is, but I'm happy to see it. I will definitely pop that guy. Which I actually don't have a great way of getting out of here. Out of this dangerous situation. I could knock him back. Or just cause the explosion to pop on my own accord. It would hurt Destin, unfortunately. But maybe that's something to consider. Now, it begs the question. Okay, so if I do that, pop all that, and then do the push. Okay, so that still happens. Okay, so it's not for the explosion. I'll confess, I'm not sure I know why that guy's dying. Because we pulled him the vector opposite where we're going. So we pulled him to go behind us. I don't know what around that square would cause them to take 2 and then 2 damage. The double damage might be because of the defense buff. And I don't think we're pushing him in the acid. Maybe we are. Maybe we are, though. So anyway, though, the nice thing is that guy's been taken care of. And maybe that's what this is, then. That jump radius. When we exploded that dude, yes, it did remove some of the danger tiles. but not all of them. So now this is his landing zone. I at first thought it meant it was a landing zone of 1 tile. It's clearly a landing zone of 2 tiles. It pushes people out by 1 tile, though. That's what's going on here. It damages and pushes. Damages and pushes. Lifts and separates, if you will. Yeah, well, the poison is unfortunate. And like, I can interrupt his attack with Namako, which is pretty cool. And then I can go to fuck him up and not kill necessarily. I think I might be okay with just interrupting. I think that's okay for me. If there's any other way I could like handle this differently, we could do more knockback. It'd be cool to like pop him in the other guy. That's a pretty slick attack though. I'm pretty happy about that. I would say yeah, we either kill this guy, and that's kind of all we do with Namako, or I think I like this more. It's got to be this initial kill. Interrupt that guy. Now this is a little bit less scary, I would say. And if we wanted to, I could still heal or buff. Ooh, that'd be sick as hell. If I could buff her up, and now we are able to kill. That's so damn cool. And still kill that guy. Yeah, that... I feel so fucking smart. That was such a convenient find. Because yeah, that was why I was concerned about bringing Knute up. But then with that guy interrupted and now out of the picture completely. Well, first it was the interruption and lowering the defense. That worked out exceptionally. I'm really happy with it. Let's roll it. Let's roll it. That's Kara with the raid. Thank you, Kara. We're playing Demonschool. This game is very cool. This is my second session with the game, and we're still kind of learning the ins and outs of the game. Oh no, our guy got knocked out. So we're not getting the top ranks, unfortunately. We're not getting the top ranks because one of our guys got bopped. It said he was weak, so I think it was a 2 damage attack. I don't know who it was. Was it this guy? Was that student? It was one of the existing guys. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly why. I guess I can't actually look at the stuff. He's not like dead, but he's out for this round, unfortunately. Which means we're not going to get top ranks for this combat. Yeah, he was full health, but he was poisoned. It's entirely possible that maybe he took 1 tick of damage from the poison and then took the double damage because there was a weakness to his element. Maybe that's what it was. But anyway, we're playing Demonschool. It's a very cool little game. The story's interesting and very quirky and fun. And the combat's very cool. It's very satisfying, very fun, trying to like find interesting and unique ways to like handle certain challenges and to be efficient with how you use your movement and your attacks. And how you position yourself and your allies. It's a very cool little game. I'm liking it a lot. Kara, thank you for that raid. Gauss, thank you for shouting out Kara. Playing some Silent Hill F. Yeah, Demonschool, exactly. It's very cool. It came out like a month ago. It's quite good. I do recommend it. But I thought school is for fools. I'm trying to think. I'm thinking of other like songs or other things that involve school. The first one that comes to mind is School's Out for Summer. Or Hot for Teacher. That's the other one that comes to mind, obviously. But thank you, Kara, for that raid. As always, Kara, if you have any clips to share, I'd love to see them. Always cool seeing what our homies are up to. Hope you've been enjoying Silent Hill F. I know you are a horror game enthusiast. I'm guessing you've probably played some of the other Silent Hill games in the past. For our fellas and Cinderellas here, of course, we lost one of our damage dealers, but we got other damage dealing situations here. Namako is really nifty for pulling some cool hijinks. I think I'd like to weaken these guys and then fucking obliterate them. exactly what she does with her special. Is there anybody that has more than 1 HP? This guy does, so I will use my special. Bop. And then, actually, I could be really smart. Well, I could attempt to be smart. I don't know if I could succeed, but I could attempt to be really smart. I was thinking if I could, like, get into this position. I will. And then I'll do this, and that kills both of them. And I could do a buff. Well, no, that would be unnecessary because everything else has now just has 1 HP. I would instead do. Ooh, we can't reach from there, unfortunately. Yeah, we are 1 point short, but we're not getting the A rank, obviously. No, we're not getting the A rank. So, damn, as cool as that is, and it would be very cool. I mean, yes, we're still doing this part. I was looking to see if there was any other configurations. What I could do is do a 5-foot step. That get me. It still costs the same, doesn't it? It does not actually cost more. Okay, yes. And then I guess no, I will not do that. Anything else we can do here? Well, I guess what I would do is I would kill this guy and get the fuck out of here. And I guess that's really it. We killed 4 extra guys. That's still pretty cool. I like to think that still is worth something. The downside is that we didn't get to use our cool special ability, which is neat and is technically free now that I think about it. And so I guess what I could do is something like this. Bop, bop. So it's a free action. Kill. Ah, damn. But yeah, still the same problems. Then the action points to move get too expensive. Yeah. Oh, well. I mean, I guess there's nothing else. I can do this. Move up. Bam. Still do this thing. Still get a cool-looking kill for free. That's still neat. It's still cool, I guess. It's just not as exciting. That's the end of that combat. So there we go. So there we go. But thank you again, Kara, for that raid. Yeah, if any Kara, if you yourself had any clips you wanted to share, or if any of your viewers had any clips you would love to share, you're welcome to post them in the chat. Love to see what our friends are up to. Again, we lost 1 teammate. We got a lot. We killed a lot of like some new enemies, which was exciting. Balloon guy that popped, the regurgitator lads, and then like an enhanced zombie guy. So we saw some new action. The leaping guy, that was kind of cool too. And yeah, still a B rank, still acceptable. Still acceptable. Also, if we wanted to, we could retry the combat if we like just needed to get all A ranks, but it ain't that deep. And he's back. Because like I said, when you lose a teammate, they don't like die. They just get taken out of combat temporarily. We're almost a goner. Not a gooner, but a goner. You pick up more peeps in your crew. Originally we started with just the 1. We very shortly after the beginning got a second compadre, and we just got recently homies number 3 and 4, and there will most assuredly be more where that came from. I think you're only allowed 4 in a combat, but you can of course pick and choose later on. When you have more than 4 members of your party, you can pick and choose who you want to throw in to a combat round, which is pretty nice. So yeah, so that was an optional combat, of course. And we keep like imagining the bell ringer saying something, or she's saying something and is not aware of her faculties. It's hard to say. Maybe the idea there is because like she mentioned she doesn't really get a lot of sleep. Maybe she's sleep deprived, and maybe she's losing her marbles. Happens to the best of us, man. It does happen. I'll check the town now. Let's see if there's anything else to buy from the shop here. I'm gonna guess probably nothing new, but let's take a look. Everything's still very expensive. It'll be a while before we can afford any of just the normal stuff there. Something can like lower the rates. Let's see if there's anything else in like the computer lab, anything new, any cool conversations to have. Check the gym. Go in the gym, check the cemetery. Anything in the cemetery at nighttime just sounds like it makes the most sense. Check the harbor. I feel like I usually check the harbor anyway. Let's just jump down to the abandoned school gate. See what awaits us, my friends. See what awaits us. But as for what we're doing here, well, we're trying to, well, let's see. I know for one thing, we were trying to gain access to the abandoned buildings that were like off campus that we were allegedly going to be able to use as like the headquarters, like the club meeting point for our cool new student club that we just formed. However, the main task at hand is to find this haunted VHS tape and destroy it before it starts cursing more people. So we got our pass to get... Okay, so actually, we didn't have to worry about showing the professor our base. We said we found the key that was good enough for him. Now we're just going into the abandoned part of the school. We actually have a pass now, so the security officers guarding this place are actually going to let us through, presumably. Now they actually let us in. So there we go, man. There we go. It's a little bit late for Ilyan. You know what? I don't blame you. It's getting late for me too, but thank you for that raid, my man. If there's any clips you wanted to share with us, or any of your viewers, if they had any Ilyan clips, I'd love to see them. Does not have to be from tonight. Could have been from past couple months, past year or two. I'm really not picky, so if anybody had anything from Ilyan, I'd love to see it. No pressure. We're happy to just be chilling, but thank you for that raid, Ilyan, who is also a fellow variety man. Ilyan does a lot of roguelikes, and of course, when I think of Ilyan, like a lot of us, I think of Knute. But he plays a pretty good variety of games. I know he's also a fellow Battletech and MechWarrior enjoyer. We'll be playing some more MechWarrior 5, probably next week, maybe next week or so. He's a fellow large robot enjoyer. But maybe something cool in here. We've been trying for multiple in-game days to try to get into this strange place. And wouldn't you look it, wouldn't you know it, wouldn't you think it, wouldn't you thunk it rather, it's like the anti-version, like the negative version of the regular school. So it's our school, but with the broken glass we saw earlier. So maybe this is like the upside down version. Let's explore a bit, see if we can find this haunted VHS tape, see what it's all about, man. The art style is very cool. The art style's cool. I love the music. The overall like style, the design, just the vibes in the game are very cool. Our main task at hand. Oh, boss battle? Maybe? Here's another zombie falling from the sky. This happened once before in the regular school, but now it's happening in this perhaps forbidden or abandoned part of the school, and maybe it was abandoned because it's like a cursed like alternate universe version, negaverse version or something like that. Broken students. So there is definitely some kind of demon zombie thing, and something big is coming. Goofy ass moments. Yeah. Kara streams are always a good old time. She's always super funsies. This has got to be a boss battle. Simply has to be a boss battle, man. Got a health bar and everything, man. All right. I'm sure he will be summoning in some friends. It's usually how these kinds of things go. We'll be summoning in some homies. We'll do what we did last time. So we'll have Knute kind of in the middle between Destin and Faye. That way both of them can get juiced up with buffs for the first round at least. Namako won't be able to do much just on her own against this guy, but presumably he'll be summoning some bad guys. Hunting Faye, sure enough. So this guy's doing some attacks, as you would expect. He's got some AoEs he's throwing down. So I'm guessing we can just go to attack, right? Yes, we can just go to attack. All right, cool. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to juice up both homies. Actually, that might not be a good idea. Let's see how much we can do with both of them. Oh, interesting. Even getting juiced up, you only do 1 damage? So yeah, if you get the buff, you get that attack up, you only do 1 damage. That's disappointing. I had this brilliant idea. I thought I was so smart. The downside, though, we'll go ahead and move her over, and probably move her up, move him up as well. The downside is, yeah, we can't really do much where we're like having like one person attack multiple times, because the action point costs get pretty expensive. Well, we could maybe, like... I don't know if there's a great way to do this. But if we could somehow get on either side of him... I go... So we have her go here. Him go here. Yeah, I was like, if we could somehow, like, flank him... I'm gonna go on a limb and suggest that you probably can't flank a boss the way you can flank normal enemies. Like, if I attack from that side... I'm trying to pull out all the stops here, or, like, even better, go here, and then... Yeah, but then you run out of action points, yeah. So, I say let's not overthink it. Let's just fly right towards his ass and fuck him up. And we'll attack with both, because we know if you attack just with her, you run out of action points. With Faye, that is. So we might as well utilize them both. That way everyone's getting some action. Everyone's action meters are getting, or special meters are getting charged up. Move up the other two characters, that way the non-damage dealers can still be involved with whatever comes next. And you know there's going to be more shit. They're probably going to... We know he's going to do some kind of attack and probably spawn some dudes. Okay, we kill him in 5 turns. Well, that's not a lot of damage at the start. He disappeared temporarily. He's moving. Okay. Schmoving. And throw in zombies. Oh, I see. That's the extra little projectiles. I see. Just throw one dude. A couple other dudes and a TV that's on fire. On for the next part of the planning phase. Some of this, I'm guessing, is an environmental hazard. And if you, like, move through it, it explodes and hurts the homies. So we can't do that. Or I don't want to do that. Are we kicking it? Is that what we're doing? Yeah, we're kicking it into the homies, yeah. Now, that means, of course, we could kick it into the computer friend. Not very friendly. What I'd like to do is, like, get into a position to be able to kick this just straight on to this big guy here. Not a ton of great opportunities to do so. Can't do the switch-a-majig with this guy. Oh, okay, I see. So the attack is not... Alright, so even characters that don't have physical attacks can still damage this guy. So it's not based on physical damage. It's just... You're just, like, interacting with it, basically. So at least there's that. If I juice you up... Yeah, same thing. Yeah. The attack up, it does not matter. Does not matter. We know the dude's gonna land here. So we can plan accordingly. I'd like to knock that monitor into that dude's face. That'd be really cool. Kill that dude, and then, like... I'm taking such great pains. Yeah, and that by the time we get there, there's really not, like, a great way to like line up for the shot. And yeah, we can't even reach there even if we wanted to, because now we're on, like, an elevated plane. What I'd really need to do is take a 5-foot step behind me. We're really not allowed to do that, unfortunately. I wonder is if we can switch places. No, it looks like any interaction will cause it to pop. And really, again, Namako doesn't do physical attacks. She passes through enemies and like debuffs them. But this is registered as an attack, which is not necessarily a bad thing. That, of course, means if I go to buff her up, now I can do this. Oh shit, never mind though. Yeah, so never mind. So it seems like, well, we are kicking it, I guess. Yeah, we are launching it. But unfortunately, it actually doesn't do any damage to this guy. Well, never mind. I thought I was a genius. I thought this meant, yeah, launch this into the guy to do big damage to him. But it, like, collides there and does no damage to him, so it's not worth it. So the best we could hope for is using it to launch into bad guys. Which is cool, but, you know, can only do so much, of course. So what I would like to do is attack you. what I'd really like to do is not take damage. We have 5 rounds to figure this out. What I will do is the obvious thing with Namako. I think I'll have her wail on this guy. If I just wail on this guy and do nothing else, this does some damage, obviously. He's actually, yeah, this guy's already in an okay spot. So the main folks I'm concerned about are Faye, Destin. This guy will move up, but he won't be able to reach us for a little bit. I'm not quite as concerned about this guy. In fact, what I'll probably do is I'll go ahead and pop this one. This is considered a combo attack, by the way. This person I'm not quite as worried about in the immediate future. Let me know I couldn't even attack him if I wanted to. So I think what I would do then is go to attack. Can I do a 5-foot step? No, but I can just take a standard action to move out. Or I can move her up to attack. Yeah, so whatever we do, that gets him out of the danger zone. Goddamn TV, yeah, TV monitor thing is unfortunately right in the way. I just have to like, accept that we won't be doing as much damage this round. I'm thinking if we could like knock it in, yeah, because like there's like you're pushing it back by 1 square. But you're not, like, sliding it across the floor to hit something against the back wall. It's not like that, unfortunately. Thinking maybe we could launch it at that guy, but no, it's not really in the cards, unfortunately. Getting him out of dodge makes sense. And I can't take a 5-foot step and go there for an attack. Well, that's kind of nice then. So we'd get 2 attacks for our troubles, that is. And 1 more attack for good measure. There we go. So we did a bit more damage. Everyone's out of the blast radius. There's 2 guys on the field, but they're both pretty far from the barrier and pretty far from our guys, and no one's taking damage yet. That's actually kind of nice, too, because now everyone's gotten some special activity, some special interactions. A bit more damage against the big bad. Kill the shit out of that guy. We're all just kind of willing on that guy. He teleports because he's a cheater. Big cheating computer cheater mans. These guys move up. We definitely will need to deal with them. Another... well, the original TV monitor gets got. Probably another one will spawn. More Zambonis. The TV monitor right there. It's going to pop eventually. And of course, we just have to kill the dude. If we kill the dude, the boss, or whatever you want to call this thing, then we're all set. I don't think it's necessarily bad to have a bunch of bad guys on the field, but it's not great. Now, if I had to guess, if we use our special, it still only counts as 1 damage, which is a shame. But I guess that's like a way to prevent yourself from like loading up on like extra cool things. But it's like, oh, come on, bro, what a tease. What a goddamn tease. So if I'm using my special on anything, I'm using it on one of these guys. They have multiple health bars, and it's a free attack. Free attack / free movement. So what I would do is I would say special. Bop. Bop. That's a kill. Cost us nothing. And we got the sweet sexual thrill of taking a life, which is pretty cool. We could do an attack there. I might go ahead and drop one of those dudes just kind of while we're there. Go there and kill you as well. I could. Probably not a shabby idea. Do an extra attack there while we're there. Or I get too carried away. Oh, shit. Yeah. Special. Plop, plop. There we go. It's that part for sure. Before I get too carried away, though, her next movement would be would use just 1 action point, which is not bad. I should probably prioritize getting the homies out of the danger zone. So, Namako, she would make the most sense to... Well, really, with anybody, we could move her up, I would say. Kind of a shame where the one spot that she's in is kind of annoying. I think what I'll do is I'll move her up. Go ahead and do an attack just for funsies. Move him up, do an attack just to get him out of the danger zone there. Or here. Destin, unfortunately, like the movement's kind of annoying. There we go. That works. And then what I'll go ahead and also do is bop your ass. Oh man, if I could. Oh yeah, not enough action points, unfortunately. Yeah, I'm looking to see if there's anything else. He does curse, and he's weak to curse. No, he resists curse. Never mind. So no, he'll be fine. He's weak to spirit. Yeah, so he can deal with the grunt. In fact, he might just be a wall for the grunt. He can tank that shit. I was looking to see if I could use Namako to attack, as neither of these guys can attack anymore, unfortunately. There was a square we could place Namako to get the asses. That'd be great, but no, I think we leave this where it is. We can't use his special. That's fine. Not as delicious of a round, but everyone's in the safety zone relatively. Teleports again. Seems like it's just between those two spots over and over. Tries to attack, he resists. I like that effect when they explode. He's very good at spawning those monitors in very inconvenient locations. Hate to say it, but he's doing a good job with those things. Use my special and doing like some cool gamer shit. Unfortunately, I couldn't use it to do anything special to him. That, of course, is, like I said earlier, is very in the way and very annoying. I'll probably just get Namako out of the way. You could begin the whales. The whaling on the moon. Still only, I chest my head, it's still considered 1 damage. Bullshit, man. Of course, like, you know, bop any one of these dudes. She'd be able to move and attack, which would be a good idea. His special is available, which would be all about healing. Of course, yeah, that movement is kind of annoying. Move him out. You out. I think I can do with this right now. Not really. I think I'd rather just attack. Have everyone swarm and attack as well as they can. She's already attacked once. She can attack. He can attack. Unfortunately, we're probably not getting the target, which is fine. I don't think reaching the target or not reaching the target is like would cause horrible disasters. It's a shame though that everything is always 1 damage, and there's no indication that he has weaknesses or resistances, I suppose, which is nice. But yeah, it's just 1 damage every time. Very, very predictable. I'm gonna estimate he has 5 HP left. He does kill his own bros, by the way. Confirms that there is friendly fire. I was not so sure, but we saw it right then and there. It fucking obliterated all those dudes. Fucking got their asses. Well, the nice thing here is that, like, alright, what if we just ignore the whole aspect of self-preservation and just go for broke and just fuck them up? So if we just say, you know what? Fuck this. We're not, like, as concerned with self-preservation. We're just wailing on the moon. Namako still can't really reach very well, unfortunately. Is there a space that someone else took that she'd be able to take? I think she's just too far away. Yeah, I think she's just too far away. Well, if we stick with the original plan, maybe we don't even need everybody. Bop. Bop. 1 more? Ah! Of course. We need Namako. which might still be possible. Let's get her here, and then it still counts as an attack. We might just be a little bit shy. Maybe it would have been better to have like tanked to have tanked a hit, tunked a hit. Maybe we should have just tanked it last time and just hack the rules. Or I forgot about this little detail. Faye's special is open, and when she uses her special and kills something, the special doesn't cost anything. So of course that made the special cost something. But if I take a 5-foot, if I use the special, 5-foot step, move up, get the kill. But that's the thing, like, we're still... The attack still costs something, of course. What if there was something else we could use? With his special, the way that, like, he knocks dudes into other dudes, like, that's very cool. Oh, she has hers, though. Oh, I should have thought about that, right. So if I use her special, 5-foot step. Oh, we still can't reach, though, can we? Damn. Brutal. I think we're just a little bit out of range for these things. I use her special. Yeah, we could use it there for 1 damage. Or just not even fuck with that and just say, I'm just gonna, like, walk up to you. Get easy. No matter how you slice it, we still come up short. Oh, never mind, I'm full. Oh, no, yeah, we do come up short. We come up short by just a small amount. Unfortunate. So we're not going to be hitting the turn target, which is really not the end of the world. It's just unfortunate because we're so close. We're so close. So yeah, the optimal move would have been to have to tank a hit earlier with these, like, teleport moves that he would have done, which probably doesn't do that much damage. The main thing, though, is to make sure nobody dies or gets knocked out for the round, because then you also lose your eligibility for A rank. Anything else I haven't considered here? Move up. She doesn't push them back, obviously. There was some kind of cool way you could... So I'm kind of curious. I go here and then attack you. There might be something to that. If I go here and attack, that knockback does cause that person to take damage. But if I then use my special, do that, which is free, cost us action points, which is good. Come up. Come up. Still come up, still a little bit short. The only difference here is Namako is the one that can move. She just can't reach. She just can't reach, man. Damn, man. Damn. There's also this person. I feel like I've exhausted my brilliant ideas on ways to, like, get that last action point. Last action point hero, that's me. Of course, his heal, yeah, his is a heal in a line, which is cool, but doesn't really help us necessarily. Yeah, like, it's great. It's very useful. Not much for damage dealing. I'm like looking to see if there's anything else I haven't considered. The other option is, like, just, you know, send one person and have them just eat all the action points, but that's obviously even less efficient. I say we just do our best. Do the best we can with what we have. That, of course, means we've Actually, if nothing else, what we could do... A little bit worried about Destin taking a hit here, and I definitely don't want him getting got. What we could do is use the special, which clears him out, but he can't. Now we can't move on that square, unfortunately. The strat is 5-foot step. Strat is use special 5-foot step, blam. We're still in the danger zone. Let's do what we were talking about earlier. Jump up here. And then we'll be able to drop that guy. That way, he's in the safety zone. And then we'll be able to secure the kill next time. Oh, right, now that I said I was going to go in and secure the kill. Oh, shit, except we didn't use it last time. Right. He's in a very unfortunate spot. They did a good job of spawning him in just an annoying place. Okay, that does still do the kill. Okay, it does still cause the hit. That's at least nice. That's at least nice. But does that change anything? I actually didn't realize that was going to kill and cause a hit. Does that change anything? No, unfortunately not. And no matter how you slice it, it's just not happening. So we'll do the self-preservation thing, which is to say, you go for the attack, and then I'll move you to the side and do an attack there. Move her up, except now she's still in the danger zone there. I think what we'll just do with Namako is just get her out of the danger zone. We know he'll be teleporting back to the side anyway, so if I just move her here, that'll still be a decent spot. That way we're still able to do something. Okay, good enough for me. Yeah, it's a shame that we're so close, but, you know, that's just how the quick jump is. I wonder if this kind of system is how all boss battles will work. Whoa, and a big cheer from Maddie. Thank you, Maddie. That's very nice of you, my friend. Thank you. Thank you for that cheer, my friend. We don't get a lot of like you know, those kinds of things. That's always like, oh, somebody did the cheersies. That's nice. So thank you, Maddie. That's very sweet of you. I know it is getting kind of late. I need to wrap it up pretty soon here myself because it is getting late. Let's go ahead and wrap up this combat situation. You know what? I'm gonna say let's give the final kill to Namako. Although, you know, maybe there's an opportunity here to get some extra credit, as I like to say, as I like to put it. When it comes to opportunities for a free kill. What I'd really like to do is get Destin in a situation where he can knock this dude into the other guy with this really cool knockback ability. Unfortunately, might not really work out that way. Might not work in that manner. Like if I could end up in that square, I could do something cool, or that square, I could do something cool. Unfortunately, Namako's too far away to like pull anybody around, and all these dudes only do have 1 HP anyway. I also wonder if I could tactically body block, like put somebody else in such a place that would kind of be like in a good way, like a positive way of being annoying, basically, of like blocking their progress. I think what I would do is I would run it back. Oh, would that be able to reach? That would need to actually be 1 more square over. Yeah, now we're out of action points. So by that point, I would just have her finish the job. Issue. That works. So that'll kill this guy off. Kill him to death. He's dead-zo, and we killed a couple other guys for funsies. Our first boss battle, or maybe it's a mini-boss. Not sure if it's like a true boss battle, but our first elevated experience has been concluded. Yeah, it is getting pretty late. We'll probably be wrapping up here pretty soon here. Yeah, we missed the turn target. Still got a decent rating. Still got a couple extra kills for our purposes. So, you know, again, pursuing that extra credit, those extra kills, extra items gained, that kind of deal. Not anything like that before. Was that a demon? Maybe it was a representation of the VHS tape. Hard to say. But thank you again to Maddie for that cheer. That was very sweet of you, my friend. And thank you again to Elgaus for hanging out with us. Helping out with mod duties. I know Elgaus has to hop off as well. Getting late for shoresies. Getting pretty late. Came from another plane of existence, which is kind of where we are right now. I just love punching TVs. Is there a tape? It is the tape, no less. And it's labeled... And it is busted. But Knute wanted to watch it. That's the thing. Our task was to destroy it. Convene the clubhouse on the weekend and get our bearings. And now it's weekend times. So, of course, we were doing stuff during the school week. I am kind of curious to see what weekend times entails. I think I'll explore around a little bit during the weekend. So we've vanquished our first significant foe. Life drawing classes like for naked people? For and with naked people? Forgetful Fixer says, what was I here to fix exactly? I mean, there was a busted skylight, but now it's pretty okay, actually. Got new conversations to be had. Sweaty girl, I'm just watching for now. And now T is leading the lessons. Watch your form. And is this guy thirsting after the biceps? I sure hope so. She's so cool. Yeah, he's not wrong. She's pretty cool. And his name is Thirsty Boy. Pompous Administrator. I definitely know Christina Aguilera. That's so cool. Its water tastes weird. Thirsty student. But, like, the literal definition of being thirsty, not the funny kind, like the guy in the gym. Something new on the roof chat, maybe? Crooked bench is my favorite bench. I love a good crooked bench. The Namako has something for us. Lunchtime on the roof, baby! He's eating eggs again. I love eggs. Maybe not for lunch, though. They're healthy? They are healthy. One a day is good. You know, beyond one, you get a little bit higher into cholesterol, maybe, than you should, but... Oh, yeah, eggs are good. Boys only like you if you're healthy. But maybe it doesn't have to be boys, though. Maybe it could be goyles as well. Why'd you pack them for your own lunch, though? I can hear my mom's voice nagging me. You got in there good, man. What if we just yeet these things off the roof? Don't waste the food. Just this once, I promise. Also, eggs are fairly cheap nowadays. They're fairly cheap. Not as cheap as, like, you know, the before times, but, you know, a single egg isn't going to cost you too much. Control your own destiny or something like that. Unhealthy people can be hot. I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. And hotness, of course, is in the eye of the beholder. I'm ready. And yeet! We kick the eggs. Didn't really fly, they more just fell. Hopefully nothing landed on nobody's head. Some gloop from above. Maybe that was actually kind of helpful, kind of therapeutic, maybe. One half a sandwich, no eggs. Hot peppers, though. Aww. We kicked an egg, a small egg. Got an achievement for our troubles. And we leveled our friendship level with Namako further. Person named Dennis. He says, hello, I'm Dennis. Nice to meet you, kiddo. I'm an entity beyond your understanding. Dennis question mark. This is some nonsense. Just goofing around, I'm sure. No goofing. All-powerful, all-knowing Dennis. And he phases out of reality. Very good. I'm gonna guess that there's more where that came from. That was just a taste of what's yet to come. Something in the cemetery as well. All about what's in between the scan lines. There you go. It's talking from retro games. Kid who is leaving town as soon as he turns 18. Yeah, I mean, bad dad, and yeah, I like how the title for the kid goes beyond the speech bubble. You'd be that way. Hello. Tired person. He probably has a name. Did you know this person? I'm just tired. I used to be the graveskeeper, the groundskeeper rather. This one would never stay clean. Weird mold or something keeps changing the name of who died. Oh, that's weird. Name keeps changing. I'm a tired person, hence his name. I'm gonna take care of it for you. You do that for me? Like to keep things clean, sure. I like to think that tidying the graveyard can be so rewarding, he says. And he also phases out of existence. Grave says, here lies Ethel. She hinted it here. I hear you, Ethel. Then she punches the mold and grossness away. Get 20 opals for our troubles. Maybe we'll come back later and the name will say something else. Like a future side quest opportunity, basically. I stand perfectly still, nobody can see me. Invisible kid. I mean, what kid? I don't see nobody. I ain't seen nothing. This is my spot, so saith the secretive gangster. Yeah, beat up headstones. Exactly. Dad joke, we're gonna go nuclear on these fish. You get it? Nuclear fishing? No more jokes, dude. Bad joke maker. As if I can talk shit. I say bad jokes too. And the lighthouse, you've never been here before. He's baiting the hook all wrong. An incorrect baiting technique. I hate it when somebody unmasterfully baits. Baiting in a non-masterful configuration. Hello. Frustrated skater. It's all dirt. Why even come here? Can I go into here? Nope. Cool looking lighthouse though. It looks badass. Thing down there. Folks to talk to. Big thinker. There's dinosaurs down there. I want to get eaten by a dinosaur? Are you okay, lady? What the hell? What's this thing? Mysterious shrine. I shall pay tribute. Drop a coin? Sure. It's a coin to your shrine box. It vibrates a little bit. It's curious. Okay. Anything else? Nope. Okay. Alright, now we saw many shrines in Japan when we were there over the summer. In July. We saw many shrines, and of course paid tribute to many of them. And, you know, you would toss a coin to them, that kind of thing. You know, say a little prayer to the ancestors, all that jazz. I never had any of them vibrate upon the receiving of a coin. I love fishing. The Weekend Warrior. I think it means we weren't doing it right. I know there is a sequence. I think the sequence was you walk up, you bow your... You toss a coin. Oh, no. You walk up, you clap twice to get the ancestors' attention. You toss your coin, you bow your head, you say a prayer, and then you clap once more to express gratitude for, you know, listening to your wishes, to your prayers. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe the sequence was wrong, and maybe if you do it right, then they vibrate excitedly. I know, it was a sad bait. That's right. They need a master baiter to really tell them how to bait properly. Yellow is the color of Y2K, so saith Fashion Boy. My staring wall. He's the lucky lad. I love staring at walls, bro. I love that shit. Can't go 5 minutes off staring at my favorite wall. Toss a coin? Did you take the opals? Yes, I took the opals. I'm a thief. But I'm talking to this note. I wonder who wrote that note. A thief is available to study. Some more things for studying, which is interesting. Very mysterious. Support a friend. Don't let him treat you like that, bro. You tell him. Or her. You tell that person. We get the statistics person? No, that'll be on Monday or sometime early in the week, maybe Tuesday. It's just briefcase individual. Patrick, you gonna do something this weekend? So forgetful. Classic Patrick move right there. Professor. So next week, what even happened yesterday, though? A lot of characters are strangely forgetful in this game. Shy guy. Too many people in the computer lab and my typing is loud. You're not so much shy, but self-conscious. Self-conscious guy. The weekend. Why are you even here? Why am I even here? Yeah. Bubba's Exterior is where we're going for the next major quest. Computer lab. He said there's so many people. There's 2 people here, bro. It's the weekend. What of it? Got nothing better to do. This is my life. Nothing in the Dean's waiting area. The one cop guy. No entry. Well, thank you for the involved dialogue. And now we've wrapped up back here. It's like we've seen all there's to see for the time being. Got a couple like little bonus interactions, which is kind of fun. But this is where we're gonna go ahead and end it for the night because it is quite late. It's quite late. But I'm glad we got a little bit more time with this game. The plan is to, I'm thinking we're probably going to stream more of this game tomorrow. There's a couple things I might potentially move up. Especially given that, like, the Dare Drop campaign for this game ends pretty soon. And in fact, I almost feel like I should double check my notes, make sure it ends not tomorrow, but Thursday. I think it ends Thursday. Or no, Friday. Or shit, no, what's, yeah. I think it ends, like, either end of day Thursday or it ends Friday. I'll have to double check, but yeah, we might move some other things around schedule-wise. But for the time being, this game is very cool. Game is very fun. And I'm glad we started to get like into a little bit more involved combat sequences and kind of started to chew a little bit more on the game systems. Like Ace was saying, you know, there were some things about like how the combos and almost the special attacks work that weren't abundantly clear to us at first, but now we're kind of starting to figure it out. And that's a satisfying feeling, trying to kind of uncover those mysteries, detangle when a game is anyways with some surprises. So yeah, it's a good game. It's a very good game. I saw some folks saying in the Dare Drop Discord server, I saw some folks saying that upon finishing the game, they consider it one of the best of the year. And I don't know if I would quite go that far as like new games that I've played this year. We've played some really cool ones for sure, and this is a very good one. No, but still, you know, again, we're still fairly early on. We're still fairly early on in the game in the grand scheme of things. So there's still more we've yet to see. A whole lot more we've yet to see. But we got our first, whether it was a boss battle or a mini boss remains to be unclear, but it was an elevated experience, you know, an elevated combat experience, which is kind of cool. And we haven't figured out the studying mechanic. We haven't seen the talents yet in play. We haven't really had any like merchanting yet. There was the little merchant fella that gave us something for 1 opal, but nothing that's like really like buying upgrades or buying power-ups yet. And probably a whole lot more for party members to add to our arsenal as well. But that's, like I said, it's going to wrap it up for the night, my friends. Thanks for watching. Thank you to Ilgon for that raid. Thank you to Kara for that raid, and to Soapy for the raid. Soapy Shark. And of course, special shoutouts to Maddie for the nice cheer. That was very nice of her. For that cheer of ours. Our cheer to us, that is, was very sweet.